Some cloudy skies here in Dwyer Stadium to start off this ball game, or finish up the ball game between the Niagara Power and the Batavia Muckdogs. Right now, Niagara is up 5-4 with a full count to Caleb Rodriguez. If you don't remember that last game, how's everyone doing at home? Broadcaster, as always, Alec Brown, doing all your games live here on YouTube. I'll give you guys a quick recap of what happened yesterday. Batavia used 6 pitchers in their last game against Niagara, which is being played right now. First started that one off with Big Ray Ronaldo Houston. He went 3 innings. Got to ask him why he went so few. Just say he had to rehabilitate his arm. He might be out for the next week. However, Big Ray will be back, so get ready to see him next week. Then, 4th and 5th innings were pitched by Casey Sabier. Then, in that 6th inning, unfortunately, Stephen Nuts didn't have the best outcome. Didn't even make it through that one. Thomas Blades came in, finished that one. Then, in the 7th inning and half the 8th, Trace Florio pitched that one, and then we followed that game up with Garrett Beaver, who could potentially pitch at this one as well if the Muckdogs do tie the game up here shortly. Then on the other side of things, we saw Zach Fike start that one off, pitched the first 4 innings, then Zach Johnson came in, followed by John Smith, and now the man that is soon to be out on the mound once again in Tom Bednarski. So we'll see what Tom can do here shortly against Caleb Rodriguez, who is currently at bat right now. So last game did not finish due to a rain delay. It started pouring down here. So we're going to finish that game first. Currently 1 out so far. Unfortunately, I have a new scoreboard, so you can't see the outs or balls anymore. However, it becomes a lot after a while, and I thought I was going to have more color commentators. Just didn't. So, just down to this now. Got the inning in the middle. Score for Niagara, and, of course, score for Batavia, who is home today. That's what you're going to see from now on. Looks a little nicer and cleaner than my blue scoreboard. So, hopefully you guys at home do enjoy that. However, we'll read off the lineup here for you shortly. I got the one right here for the Muckdogs. I'll read that one off just before I do the Powers lineup here today. Very similar to last game. Starting off once again with Andrew Stillinger playing over at second, leading this one off. Then followed by the shortstop, Zach Evans, playing over in right field. Did a great job last game, or I guess this game, however you want to call it. Jackson Strong. Vincent Moreau now playing over at first and not third. Third base will be played by the 5th hitter, Billy Morris, as Vincent is in cleanup. Batting 6 will be Steve Merkel playing designated hitter today, not over in the field now. Next, Carlo playing over at left field. Andrew Fairbrother will be the extra hitter today. Jeremy Galinsky will be the catcher again, and a new center fielder in Brett Johnson will take over Miles Pallister's duties here today. The other man also not in this lineup for the Power that was in last game is Cal Brazier. He did strike out twice, so it does make perfect sense. So almost the K-man. So, now, Batavia's lineup here today. You can see it on the screen here, but I'll read it out for you guys. From the University of Rochester, we saw this one off with the leadoff man, as always, Josh Leadham, playing in center field. Will be Anthony Calabro, the new UCF commit, from now playing up the Division I level. It used to play at the University of West Georgia. Then, batting third will be the St. John's commit, Adam Agressi. New St. John's commit just arrived here today in Christian Bernardini. You may see him shortly. Then batting fourth now, batting all the way up to fourth, does lead this team in batting average. Not too sure if he will after this game. However, it will be Matt DiStefano. Then playing over in second will be Giuseppe Arcuri out of St. Leo University, then out of St. Thomas University. Not playing third will be actually shortstop, was a bit of a mishap, Lucas Lopez. Batting 7th will be the other St. John's commit of the team, was the first 2 to get here in Chad Falcon, will be the extra hitter here today. Also, the Tully's hitman, so if he gets a hit, people get money, or people get half-price Tully's. So good luck there, Chad. Then, batting 8th in the transfer portal, Bryce Mortolaro. Also, most likely the transfer portal, Victor Alonso, as he did just do his 2 years at Genesee Community College. Then we ended off with the man also in the transfer portal, just did his last year at Santa Fe College, Trey Bacon, playing over in first today. Trey does a lot of things for us, a utility guy just like Chad Falcon. They can pitch, they can hit, and play many different positions. So it's good to see that there. And now, also, Julian Petrardo will be pitching here today. Can read that off for you guys. We'll most likely do it again, as we should have a few minutes in between both games. And so Pichardo coming into this one, 2 wins, no losses, was credited with a win against Geneva on June 9th and Auburn on June 16th when he went the full entire game, 7 innings. It was a double header. Also on the season, 1.87 ERA, 4 games all started, 1 shutout, which I just talked about, 24 innings pitched, 29 strikeouts. 29 strikeouts. Just 2 walks as well to 22 hits. So the chance that someone gets walked by Julian is incredibly high. It may even see the K-Man hit once for Eli Fish here today. Also, tomorrow we are away against Niagara, so we'll be game number 6 over there. Then we're back here for Canada today on Saturday. Then, of course, celebrating the 4th of July, a little early on Batavia as we are away against Niagara July 4th. Also, in between that, we are away against Niagara July 2nd. Then, to continue on with the week, Batavia is home against Jamestown July 5th. July 6th, we're on the road against Geneva. Back here Friday for a non-league game against the Syracuse Saltcats. And then we face the Elmira Pioneers on Saturday, July 8th. Moving into the new week, we're away against Elmira on Sunday. Then Monday, we're away against Jamestown, so back-to-back days on the road. But then you see back-to-back home games for the Muckdogs. We are home almost this entire week. Tuesday, home against Geneva on Tuesday. Then I guess that Wednesday we're off. Then Thursday, we are home against Elmira. Friday, home against Rochester, non-league game there. And Saturday and Sunday, both home games against Auburn Double Days and the Newark Pilots. So that'll be your schedule going in for the future week. Should see a lot of baseball these next couple days as we have the next 12 days of full baseball here. Take away that graphic for now as after all of our pregame festivities, and it is starting to get smoky here. Thank you, Canada, as our game yesterday did get canceled due to some of the wildfires happening in Canada. So I believe we're going to do the national anthem first, then we'll start off where we were last game before the rain delay. Game would have played on, apparently, if Caleb Rodriguez did not drop his bat, who will be up next in the full count. So should be very interesting to see how that goes. One pitch could determine if there's another out for the Muckdogs or not. So far how it's set up is Matt DeStefano is over on third in the bottom of the 9th. Then Caleb Rodriguez is up in a full count to Tom Bednarski. If Rodriguez can get on base, that'll mean there'll be 2 runners on the corners potentially, or Matt Stefano scores and becomes the tying run, and we go into another inning of baseball for that game. Garrett Beaver is currently the pitcher for the Muckdogs, and Bednarski is currently the pitcher for the Power. We'll see if they make any changes there and bring out someone early. Don't believe they'd bring in Pichardo. I think they're saving him for this, I guess, first full game here, second game total. But we have plenty of bullpen guys still, even after using a ton in that game before. We used 5 bullpen guys, starting with Casey, then Steven, then Thomas Blades, then Trace Florio, and then Garrett Beaver. So still 17 guys that can potentially be used, as we do have, 12 guys, as we do have 22 pitchers on this team. Plus you got your Trey Bacons that can pitch and hit, of course, Celta and Falcons. So don't worry, there is plenty of pitching on this roster. Also might see a bullpen game soon after Ty Woods tomorrow against Niagara. Also, looking at the standings right now, Muckdogs do sit in first with a 13-7 record. However, if Niagara does win this one, they will be in first in the division. And then also we have another game after this, so that won't stay for too long. So we'll see how that plays into effect here. Also, on the other side of things, we have the Amsterdam Mohawks still sitting at first place. They did win the entire PGCBL last year. Now starting this one, 19-1. So They have not fallen off since then. Also, Muckdogs did win the West Division last year, so I guess both teams still do what they do best in winning baseball games, as the Muckdogs coming into this final game are 5-0, so we'll see if that lasts here, as I will step away quickly for the national anthem. So we're going to do the first pitches here, then I believe we'll set up the last game we saw here for the Muckdogs, and we'll see how that one goes. Also, don't know if Pichardo is going to start his pitching duties or not. Also, Alex Dimian will be the man pitching for the Power here today. And I believe last time we faced Dimian, he was actually hitting. Has had 26 at-bats on the season with a 2.69 average. Also, 2.257 ERA coming into this game. 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 7 hits. Was credited with the loss against Jamestown. We lost that one 5-0, and he did give up an earned run. So it does make sense there. Did not give up a run against Batavia on June 4th, however, it was not earned. So we'll see if the game does start here shortly, as the baby goat does now walk out the field. Sorry, dwarf goat. Incredible little creature there. And it looks like Alex Damian will actually start this one off now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for Caleb Rodriguez shortly. Alex Damian is now coming into pitch in this one, who is also pitching, or starting to pitch. Next game. So now up to 5 pitchers total for the Power coming into this one. So we've seen 11 pitchers this total game. 6 on Batavia side and 5 on Niagara side. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. Caleb has not seen Damian since that game on June 4th. Also, it is a full count, so anything can happen on this pitch. It's crazy to think that one pitch is going to determine a lot. Also, the first pitch of today's game here. Matt Stefano still over on third. Should be the same outfield from last game. Maybe they'll call it defensive substitutions, and we'll actually go off what we have on our new scorecard, with there being no more, I believe, Brett Johnson, or Malice Pallister for that matter, in center field. Brett Johnson taking over his duties. Looks like the man from Keene State will come up now, Caleb Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming into this at-bat, 257 batting average. Sorry, 259, with 6 runs batting. Could be 7 here, 6 walks and 4 strikeouts. One pitch could potentially determine everything. There's still a very smoky day here. However, game not canceled due to the air quality. They'll play through it. Enfield's coming in hot here. This is one of the more strangest games I've called, but we always move here in Batavia. Full count is shot back foul. I did want to say that in the office today, I did predict that we would have more than 2 pitches for this first at-bat. The first one would be fouled back, so we'll see another payoff pitch here. Damian shoots that one back foul. Didn't say 3. So we'll see another full count pitch here. The third one already. Damian firing these ones off already. Rodriguez has the chance to tie this game up 5-4 right now. Shoots that one towards center and third, and that one will score. Run number 5 for the Muckdogs. Rodriguez does get on with 1 out. Wow. Incredible scenes here for the Muckdogs, tying this game up. Would have been a tie anyways. However, Rashad Robinson could actually bring the Muckdogs back here in this one even more, with the winning run over at first now in Caleb Rodriguez. I'll even check that back down to my old scorecard. Sets and fires that one just over his head. He'll step on the base there. Can't ground it. And that'll be an error by the shortstop. What is going on here for the Power? First the hit, then the error. Now has 2 people on base. Double play, however, still in order. And it looks like the leadoff man, Josh Leadham, is going to come up next. Also leading off next game. Wow. This has turned around for the Muckdogs dramatically. This is incredible. Damian off to, not the best start, has had 2 hits off him into play. Also the shortstop with the errors. That one is shot towards center field. Looks like he'll have to go back a little bit for that one. Will Caleb tag? Caleb will tag. And actually will stay back. So now 2 outs here for the Muckdogs, as Lucas Lopez is up next. Thought it was Calabro. He's batting second for the next game. So 2 outs here. We could potentially be seeing extra innings for this first game. And maybe we won't even see a start time till even 7:30 for the next one. So folks here today at Dwyer seeing a lot of baseball already. Damien to Lucas for the first time today. Lucas coming to us at bat 0 for 4. However, that was a different day. Today is a new day. First pitch just upstairs there for ball 1. Interesting call there. Also, no more balls and strikes on the scorecard. Thought this graphic would look a little nicer and pleasing for the viewers at home. So that's what we're rolling with right now. Next pitch. Strike 1 there is the call. 1-1 now. Start putting them back in my book and get that pinch count, which I have not been able to do so far. Got a lot of stuff going on up here. Runners on second and first, and Rodriguez and Robinson sets and fires. Damien, that one over the third base's head, and Caleb Rodriguez will score the game-winning run here for the Muckdogs. Muckdogs stay in first place coming into this next game. Players coming onto the field here. Lucas Lopez walks it off with the base hit over the third baseman's head. Incredible play there. And the Muckdogs win. You heard it right, folks. The Muckdogs win. In the bottom of the ninth in a brand new day. Alex Damien may not even start the next game for the Powers as he just really screwed up here. 4 up. Only 1 down. And that 1 down was not Lucas. Lucas got the game-winning hit and scored. Caleb Rodriguez just hit over the third baseman's head. Crowd going wild here now. And the Muckdogs will take this one 6-5. And now we have a brand new ball game to be played here, so I'll reset the score here shortly. However, this one ends in a 6-5 win. We'll see it all updated on Point Streak shortly. But the Muckdogs will remain in first place in the division. Niagara now moves to 9-6 on the season. Batavia up to 14-7. And they now have 6 wins in a row coming into this next game. Well, against Niagara. They also see Niagara tomorrow. So a lot of Niagara Batavia being played here. But wow, what a finish there. Started off with Caleb Rodriguez. Got the hit. Unfortunately, wasn't totally safe, man. Didn't get it in time. Then Rashad Robinson hit that ball straight to Damien, couldn't field it, and neither could the shortstop in Zach Evans. Then Leadham, unfortunately, did fly out to center field in Miles Pallister this time. Maybe Brett Johnson did come up for him, not too sure. And, of course, Lucas Lopez, the line drive straight over the third baseman's head. That was either Billy Morse or Vincent Moreau, who did have the error in that first game for Niagara. So, whoever it was, unlucky there. Caleb Rodriguez did his job there and was the tying run, or the winning run. Matt Stefano was the winning run, or tying run. So great job all around by the Muckdogs starting this one. They have loads of momentum now going into this next game against the Power. Skip, very happy with how Lucas did there, getting the game-winning run there. 0-4 coming into that at-bat. So that was crucial. So great job there by Lopez. Not too sure when this game will start. I will keep the stream up for now. However, Muckdogs take that first game 6-5 and will move into game 2 shortly. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets them apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wines, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
So game 2 to start shortly with Julian Bachardo up at the mound, the man out of the University of Fort Lauderdale. We'll see what he can do here in this one against, well, the Niagara Power once again. This is game number 2 on the day. Game 1 just finished in a 6-5 Muckdogs win. You can see it there on the screen. We'll reset that right now. We'll have a brand new ball game for both respective teams. So now Muckdogs move up to their 6-game win streak. Also a little bit about Julian here. His first year with Batavia saw him clock in a 2.45 ERA in 55 innings pitched. Also had 42 strikeouts. Last year, Pachardo did pitch a 3.2 ERA with striking out 17 batters in 19 innings. Also, Julian won a championship playoff game last year for the Muckdogs. And now Julian is back for season number 3. Him and the man over at first base today, Trey Bacon, 5'11" and all, will be the longest tenured Muckdogs up to this point. So we'll see what Julian can do here now in this one. Is one of those guys you just love to have on your team. Great leader along with him and Trey Bacon. So we'll start this one off with a brand new scorecard that I got right in front of me here. We'll start this one off with the second baseman, Andrew Stillinger, was the leadoff man for last game as well. Andrew seeing that same front three as well. Zach Evans, the shortstop, batting second, and Jackson Strong batting third. A couple guys in the office made some lines here for Machado, just having some fun. Over 2.5 earned runs or under 2.5 earned runs if you guys want to play at home for Julian, and over under 6.5 strikeouts. Maybe a little high in that strike count. No offense to Julian's game. It's just a lot to get from any type of heavy strikeout pitcher. We'll see the first matchup here. Upstairs there for ball number 1 for Julian to start this one off. So 1-0 here for Pachardo. Interested to see that he usually loves getting ahead in these counts early, so maybe just a fluke to start here. But we'll remain in this count with Pachardo. Now 1-0 is out, and his shot foul. Now 1-1 now to Stillinger. Still can't get over that game-winning hit by Lucas Lopez. Was the best way to end a ball game. Got runners over on first and second, and Lucas got the job done. Now 1-1 again. Shoots that one foul again. 1-2 now. We'll see pitch 4 here shortly. Now I can track the pitches, which is very nice to do. And a little bit about Stillinger. He batted a .409 in high school with 18 runs batted in and 10 extra base hits. And now we'll play over at Niagara Community College. He struck out there. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Andrew. 1 up, 1 down here on a strikeout for Julian. So he just needs 6 more to get that little fun over we made in the office today. So now 1 out here for the Power. Now off to a rough start here. Just lost that first game. Must have had some detrimental power to that momentum they had coming into this one. They were up a run, and now down a run to finish that one. But now we'll see Zach Evans. First pitch is in there for strike 1 on that slider. Count moves 0-1. So first off, we saw that 4-pitch strikeout for Julian. Now just the second pitch here shortly is shot over to the right bleachers. We'll see an 0-2 now for Evans, and Julian back on that heavy pitch count, or light pitch count, I should say, getting up early in these counts. Now to Zach Evans, who did make the error in that last game you just saw here against Rashad Robinson when he chopped one just over Demian's head up at the mound, and he couldn't ground it to either second or first when all he had to do was really step on that bat to get Caleb out. However, could not do it. And the Muckdogs won the game, 0-2. Swings through that one, 1, 2, 3. See you later, Evans. Wow, so already back-to-back strikeouts here for the first 2 members of this Niagara offense. And now we'll see Jackson Strong. Can he complete the cycle and make it back-to-back-to-back strikeouts and strike out the entire side? Did happen in the last game for the Braves, I believe. forget who the pitcher was, but he did strike out the entire side in that first inning. First pitch is swung through there. 0-1 now. Too strong. And Jackson coming into this one out of Canisius College. Improves his batting average from his freshman to his sophomore year. 11-11 to a 365. So you can tell Jackson putting in that work, because that one is right in there for strike number 2. That one hit all the strikes on there. Fastball down the middle. So that was pitch number 10 there for Julian, if I am not mistaken. Could see pitch 11 strike out the entire side here for Julian and have one of his best starts of the season. 0-2. Swings through that one, and he does get the entire side out on strikeouts. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Start this one for King Julian himself, Juju. Now heading into the dugout with even more momentum for the Muckdogs to take an early lead here in this one. Wow. What is going on here for the Power? They are crumbling right in front of us. Now on a 2-game losing streak coming into this game, as they did just lose the last one. Just incredible there, striking out the entire side. Don't think we've seen that all year for the Muckdogs. Seeing it here for the first time, and who else could it be by besides Julian? I'll bring up the lineup here quickly for the Muckdogs. Once again, did just do it earlier. We'll start this one off with Josh Lee, the man out of the University of Rochester, followed up with Anthony Calabro over in center field. As always, in the designated hitter today, Adam Agressi, the St. John's commit. You'll see him play there in the spring. Also walking over to first base will be the first base coach here today out of UConn, Noah Swartzen. And then for the rest of the lineup, Stony Brook, Matt DiStefano, St. Leo's, Giuseppe Arcuri, St. Thomas's, Lucas Lopez. Just had the walk-off hit there for the Muckdogs in that last game. Then St. John's' future Chad Falcon. No one's Bryce Mortellaro so far. Did play at Georgia Southwestern, however, his last season of college. GCC's very own Victor Longi, local guy from Greece, New York. And then to end it off, Trey Bacon. As we will start this one off with Josh Leadham. Apologies for the camera quality. I believe it's the smoke that's really doing it here in that awkward sunlight. Hopefully as the day goes on, it'll get a little better, but we'll have the brand new ball game here shortly for Josh Leadham. Last game, don't believe he got a hit in that one. Did just walk in his 5 at-bats. Did also reach base off an error from the third baseman in that game. That was Vincent Moreau, now playing first today. I've seen an early 0-2 count here for Leadham. Also do not have ball strikes or outs now. However, we'll get that in there shortly, as that one is in there for ball number 1. 2-1 now for the leadoff man, Leadham. We'll try to get the outs in soon. Next pitch is shot straight to the second baseman. He dives for it and can't make a play on it. And the leadoff single will start here for the Muckdogs. They are on fire today. Kind of grateful that that last game was delayed, because maybe we don't win that one. However, we'll never know, as the new UCF product in Anthony Calabro will step up. Was a former D2 Player of the Year nominee over at the University of West Georgia, just like his teammate Henry Daniels, who is not playing here today. Did play in that last game against Niagara. But now, Calabro has a chance to help lead him around this base path here. As he takes off immediately, as he shoots that one back foul. Almost swung through that one. Good job by Leadham staying back. But Leadham might not even have that much trouble getting around the base path himself. He does a darn good job at it himself. Also, hopefully we'll see if the stats are updated here. They are. So Calabro coming to this one, batting a .263. Pickoff attempt over first, unsuccessful there. Leadham does get back in time. And Calabro, 57 at-bats, is tied with Henry Daniels with the most on this team. 15 hits on the season so far, most on the team. 11 runs batted, most on the team. Walks 12, most on the team. And strikeouts, unfortunately, most on the team. Pickoff attempt again is safe once again. Don't blame them for checking again. Leadham does love going around this base path here, especially in Batavia. Up to 17 stolen bases on the season for Leadham. Incredible there. 0-1. Outside there on that side. That one gets away from the catcher behind the plate, and Leadham will turn 3. Can he get down in time? He sure can. They're going to say he went off the plate, actually, and Leadham will be out. Took a little too far of a dive, and that'll be the first out for the Muckdogs. Fans hate that call there. Now 1 out here for the Muckdogs. Guess he should have stayed humble at 2. And I guess the pickoff attempt at third will be deemed successful, unfortunately, there. Still the 1-1 here for Calabro. See that next pitch shortly as it is in there for a ball. So we'll see the 2-1 count here once again. Really thought Leadham was going to get to third and get an early run here for the Muckdogs. However, will be called out over at third. I guess that one is hit to the shortstop. Can he make the play in time? Cannot, as the first baseman in. Moreau has to go off the base. Billy Morris did make the tag over at third. And Moreau, once again, struggling in the field. Even at first, a little bit of an easier position than the hot corner over at third. So, back-to-back runners on for the Muckdogs. Unfortunately, Leadham no longer out there. And the base, and I believe they'll call that a base hit for the Muckdogs. Nope, they're going to call that an error. So, E6 there. As that brings up the St. John's commit, Adam Agresti, batting .362 coming into this one, as that one is hit straight to the hot corner. Can he make it over in time? Had to come off the plate and did make it on time. So Moreau does get it there. So now 2 outs with Calabro as the winning run over at first as of now would be the first run of this ball game with one of the hottest members of this Muckdogs offense coming up next in Matt DiStefano, was leading the team yesterday in batting average, now just at .353, which is good enough for third in this Muckdogs hitting lineup. First pitch, down low, strike there. So 0-1 here for Agresti. See pitch number 9 here for Demian shortly, having a little bit of a better time here now. Next one. Slider just goes a little too down, doesn't hit that bottom left corner, and we'll see the 1-1 now. And Agresti so far off to an incredible season. Once again, .362 batting average, 11 runs batted in, tied with Calabro for most on the team. 9 walks to just 8 strikeouts. So incredible stuff here from the young guy. As he does get out, as this is Matt DiStefano. Can Matt beat it on time? He can. Oh. Looks like a tie there. Tie usually goes to the runner. I guess the ump saw that differently. And that'll end the first inning there. Scoreless after 1 on both sides. And I guess the 5-3 fielder's choice will end Agresti. And the 3-1 ground out there will end it for DiStefano. So, interesting start here for the Muckdogs. Looks like luck is not on their side in this one with the refs at least, or umps, I should say. So we'll see if that plays into any effect coming into this next inning. However, a red-hot Julian will be ready for inning number 2. So stay tuned, folks.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu, featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads.
Unfortunately, was muted during that entire call. Technical difficulties never easy here. That was just a fly-out play to Bacon over at first, and that'll be the first out of this top of the second. Already one pitch, one out here for Pichardo. Being uber efficient here today. First inning did strike out the entire side in Stillinger, Evans, and Strong. Now getting strike one here to Billy Morris, taking over the third base duties for Vincent Moreau, who's playing over at first here today. See if that makes any difference. Has made a difference so far. Moreau already made an error over at first, stepping off the bag, or maybe it was on the shortstop. Not too sure in Evans. However, 1-1 now for Morris. We'll see if this can be the first man on for the Power. So far, 4 up, 4 down for Pichardo. That one is in there for strike number 2. Slider reaches the bottom of the zone there. And Pichardo just off to an incredible start here. Didn't have the best time up last time. I believe it was against the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, where he did allow, I believe it was 3 earned runs, 3 unearned. That one goes over his head there for ball number 2. 2-2 here for Billy Morris. And Billy did play in last game against the Muckdogs. Sorry, did not. One of the 2 new guys, him and Brett Johnson. As that one is hit to left field into Stefano. That one, however, will go into the Muckdogs bullpen for another 2-2 count here shortly. So we'll see pitch number 6 here now. So Miles Pallister will be the man you don't see here today, as well as Cal Brazier. Both the only 2 subs here for the Power. Everyone else in the lineup is still here, 2-2. Almost hits him there. Thankfully got out of the way. So we'll see the first full count for Julian of the day, 3-2. Still keeping that pitch count pretty low, still under 20 pitches so far between his first 5 batters now. As this is number 5 here in Morris. Payoff pitch upstairs there, unfortunately. Walk number 3 of the season for Julian. He is the first man on today for the Power in the full count as well. Just 3rd walk on the season for Pichardo. 3 strikeouts to just 1 walk so far, so can't be too mad at Julian. Just let a few go a little too early so far. And that'll bring up Steve Merkel, designated hitter here today. Steve did play first yesterday, so is relieved of his fielding duties. First pitch here for Pichardo. Upstairs there, ball 1. So back-to-back balls for Julian so far. He's got to get back to that attack in that strike zone and what he does so well at doing. And Steve, last game against the Muckdogs, went 1 of 2 with a hit by pitch and a walk in there as well. Also a ground out to first in Henry Daniels in that game. Also now 2-0 here for Merkel. So Julian past the 20 pitch count now. Sets and fires the 2-0. Slider does hit the outside edge there in time. 2-1 now for Merkel. And Merkel, speaking of his hitting so far on the season for Merkel, has had a good time so far, batting .400 in his 20 at-bats. So incredible numbers there for Merkel, now up to .409 actually after last game. Up to 6 RBIs on the season with 4 walks, just 2 strikeouts. Also .409. He shoots that one towards first. Can Trey make the play in time? That one will go foul. Fan tries to catch it bare knuckle and will not be able to do that there. So 2-2 now here for Merkel. But Merkel, some incredible stats here. Only in 22 at-bats, but still very impressive with his 9 hits. Also, 1 of 3 home runs for this Power team. Just beats out Muckdogs, who have 2 home runs on the season, 1 from Leadham. In our first home game here, home opener. So shoots that one back foul. We'll see another 2-2 count. Also, 1 hit by Anthony Calabro to start our 6-game winning streak over against the Jamestown Tarp Skunks in that second game of the doubleheader. Did lose that one. The first one, 9-2, then came back and won the second one, 7-2. So 2-2 here once again to Merkel. Julian looks over at first. gets his signal. Sets and fires. Slider. 1, 2, 3. See you later. You also expected it at home. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Nick DiCarlo coming up next. 4 strikeouts now on the day for Pichardo, averaging 2 per inning. Julian just back to doing what he does best, striking out batters. Now the K-Man, Nick DiCarlo, comes up next. Of course, one of the 4 guys that have just come up that are striking out were not the K-Men today. That one is shot up to right field. Can Leadham get that one in time? Sorry, our Curry will take that one. And the F4 will end the inning there. Of course, the K-Man, out of 7 batters, is the one that does not strike out. However, we'll head to the bottom of the second shortly, where the Muckdogs hopefully will get some better luck from the umps and get some runs on the board. So far, 0-0 heading into the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. Kyle Hetherington sprinting over for his first base coaching duties here in this one. Great effort to see here from Kyle, but Kyle is not the center of attention here right now. It is Juice Giuseppe R. Curry. Last game had 2 extra base hits with a double and a triple. He swings through that one. Not too pretty there from R. Curry. Loves swinging at that first pitch, I've noticed. And that was pitch 10 here for Damian. Still pitching in this one. So far, pitched 3 innings on the day, if you want to count that first game. This will be inning number 3 here. Check swing there will be called strike number 2. Did go through on that one. And now 0-2 here for R. Curry. We'll see what the man out of St. Leo can do here in this one. Dimian sets and fires. Outside there on that slide. Juice slide does mean ball number 1. 1-2 here now for R. Curry. Also, Giuseppe having one of the best seasons for the Muckdogs, batting .311 on the year with 3 extra base hits with 2 doubles and a triple. As that one goes into the Muckdogs dugout there, thankfully no one hurt, so we'll see another 1-2 for our Curry. Also, 10 runs batted on the season, good enough for 3rd on the team. 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. Next pitch is shot towards third base. Can he clean it in time? He can. Can he field it in time? That's what I meant to say. Get a clean field because of the error to Anthony Calabro in that first inning, and he can. And the 5-3 will end it there for our Curry. Now 1 out here. Morse 2. Morrow does it there. So former third baseman does catch it from the new third baseman here today, and we will see Lucas Lopez, the man who had the walk-off hit in the last game against the Power. You just saw it here today, as that one goes low there for ball number 1 to Lucas. And Lopez coming into this one batting .286. 2 runs batted in, one of them just coming in that game before, to 5 strikeouts and 7 walks. Now 2-0 here for Lucas. Next pitch. Upstairs there. Could see the first 4-pitch walk here of the day and the first walk for the Muckdogs. Last time, the first walk did not come until the 7th inning for the Muckdogs. Was a very strange game there. And we won't have to wait that long. The 4-pitch walk will do it here for Lucas. First man on this inning for the Muckdogs. And off to a great start for the tallest hitman of the game here in Chad Falcon. Has not got a hit in a while, so that means he's due for a hit. Falcon coming into this one, 154 on the season. However, a bunch of these have just been hit into play. You can see it in the numbers. No walks to 3 strikeouts and also 1 run batted in with a run himself. So we'll see if Falcon can soar his teammate around the base path here, as that one is outside there for ball number 1 to Falcon. Also did pitch a few days ago for us. Pitched 2 innings, allowed no earned runs or any runs in general. 2 clean innings. Next pitch. Shoots that one towards the second baseman. Can he reach first in time? He can. A little bit of a fielding error there. Not sure if they'll call that a base hit or not. Seems like a bunch of miscommunications there in that infield. And we'll see what the verdict is there. And they'll call that a base hit for Chad Falcon. 1 of 1 on the day now after the 1-0 count there. And the miscommunication will not be enough to discredit the hit from Chad. So already off to a great start. 1 of 1 on the day. Was 0 of 4 last time. One of the 2 Muckdogs in that game against the Pioneers, where no one got a hit, or almost everyone got a hit. It was just him and Galvin Sims that didn't. And Chad making up for it here. So maybe next time Galvin's up, he'll get a hit. But no more about Chad. We're heading over to the captain, Bryce Mortellaro, up next, as that one is in there for strike number 1. Bryce, last game he played, had 3 hits, including an extra base hit, if I am not mistaken, and is now up to some incredible numbers on the season, batting .318, good enough for 5th in this hitting group, 4th actually with the .318. 5 runs batted in to 4 strikeouts. All those 4 a.m. sessions of BP have been paying off for Bryce. Now over the 20 pitch mark here. Runner in scoring position. Over in second and first in Falcon and Lopez. Next pitch is shot towards foul ground. 0-2 now once again for Mortellaro. Currently in the transfer portal. Also a little bit about Mortellaro. His entire collegiate career has never made an error behind the plate. So if you want a man that can play his defense, this is your guy. He also shoots that towards the third and shortstop gap, and that'll score the first run here for the Muckdogs. Lucas Lopez, who walked off last game, will be the first man to score here for your Batavia Muckdogs. 1-0 ball game now. Incredible job here by Lucas, getting on base early with the walk, and now 2 of 2 technically on the day, as last game he got a hit to walk it off. And now we'll see Falcon over at second and Mortellaro over at first. And now we'll see Victor Alonji for the first time here today. Victor, if I'm not mistaken, got a hit over the shortstop there. He can't grab it, and another run will score here for the Muckdogs in Chad Falcon. Mortellaro heading over to third. He makes it down in time, and that'll be considered an extra base hit, if I'm not mistaken, for Alonji. And another run scores in Chad Falcon. Second run on the season for him. Mortellaro over at third in prime scoring position, and Alonji, don't know if he'll be credited with the extra base hit or not. We'll see shortly. I'll give it to him, because why not? He's over at second. Look at him standing there all nice and pretty. Now heading down to the bottom of the line. This Muckdogs lineup has been killing it here so far. Looking at this inning, started off with a ground out for our Curry, then 4 up, 4 on for the Muckdogs. Incredible day here for them. Niagara came to Batavia on the worst day possible. Best day possible for Batavia. And now bases loaded here. Sorry, bases not loaded. Kyle Heathington messed me up there a little bit. Still the first base coach. Maybe that's why the Muckdogs are doing so well. And Dimian. Rough day so far, as that one is low there for ball number 1. So Alonji, I believe that's his second extra base hit of the year. So that one is swung through there by Trey Bacon. 1-1 now to Trey. 5 saves on the season for Bacon coming into this at-bat. Also batting .222 on the season, more of what you'd want to hear as a hitter. Also, 1 run batted in, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts for Bacon, as that one is taken for ball number 2. Still 2 runners on base here for the Muckdogs in prime scoring position in Alonche Mortalares. That one is popped up towards shallow center field. Will Bryce tag? He will. Can Bryce make it in time? Oh, and now there's a pickle. And that will end the inning there. Looked like Alonji thought Bryce was going to take off from third. Bryce looked like he was sprinting. Did make it back in time, however. The F8 there, too. Brett Johnson, the new center fielder here for the Power, will end it, unfortunately. Looks like an incredible run here for the Muckdogs. Does get 2 runs, so we don't walk away empty-handed. And we'll head to the 3rd inning shortly. Stay tuned, folks. We'll start off this top of the 3rd with Andrew Fairbrother in his first at-bat of the day. Coming to the bottom of this Powers hitting lineup, we'll see Andrew Fairbrother, Glinsky, then Brett Johnson. Then we'll head back up to the top of the order in Andrew Sillinger if they make it that far. So far, a lot of this Power team has been struggling against Julian Pichardo. So far, only 1 walk through the first 7 batters. The rest have either been struck out or flown out. That fastball is in there for strike number 1 to Fairbrother. And Julian picking right back off where he left off those first 2 innings. Still on that dominant play. Fairbrother last time out did have a leadoff triple in that top of the 5th. Did not make him home, believe it or not. Now 0-2 here for Fairbrother. And that was a very needed hit for him, as that was the only one on the day. 1 of 4 last game. So we'll see what Fairbrother can do here now in this one. Up to a 185 batting average on the season. 0-2 pitch is hit towards Julian. Can't field it in time. Our curve will do that. And the play to Bacon over at first will end it there. And the 4-3 ground out. We'll start off this top of 3rd. Now 1 out here for the Power. Now we'll see Jeremy Glinsky up next, the man behind the plate that had the wild pitch thrown to him in that first inning. Unfortunately, no one did score off that one. So still a clean slate for him today. And Glinsky last time out did strike out just once. Did fly out and ground out. Also was hit by a pitch. So 0-3 last time out for Glinsky. And Glinsky coming into this at-bat does not even make the top 6 or 7 for the Power, and still had an incredible average of 278. Believe now 2-0 here. Don't know why it says 2-2. There's no way 4 pitches have been thrown this at bat. Mike, check the scoreboard. Over back to Glinsky, 278 on the season. That one is ripped just to Bacon. Once again, Bacon doing a great job over at first so far. 2 outs already. Bacon been a part of all these plays in the outfield almost that haven't been strikeouts for Pichardo. So maybe putting him at first was the defensive move that the Muckdogs needed. Not saying Daniels and Ladd don't do a good job at first base that have been our other hitters so far, or that have played first. But Trey making a statement that he could become one of our everyday first basemen. So that one is shot back foul for Brett Johnson's first at-bat. First time we're seeing him here today. Brett batting 184 on the season. 6 runs batted in, however, with 10 walks and 5 strikeouts. Was almost the K-man of the day because we look at those stats. He either has a walk or a strike. Next pitch is shot back again, 0-2. And if he strikes out here, we'll feel a little ashamed that he wasn't our K-man and that we chose Nick Carlo instead. However, 0-2 here. And sometimes you got to live with your mistakes. Pichardo over the 30 pitch count now. 0-2 here. Can he end the inning with that famous strikeout he has? Sets and fires the 0-2. Swings through that one. Yes, he does. Keeping it at 1 strikeout per inning. 1, 2, 3. See you later. Johnson was almost the K-man here, of course. Unfortunately, could not make it happen. We had a bunch of chances to choose a good K-man to start this one. Stillinger struck out. Evans struck out. Jackson Song struck out. And so did Merkel and Galinsky. Unfortunately, we chose DeCarlo. Sorry, Galinsky did not strike out. Brett Johnson did. And we chose one of 4 batters that did not strike out to the 6th that did. Sorry, the 5 that did with 1 walk as well. So another 3 up, 3 down inning for Pichardo through everyone's first at-bat. We'll head back up to the top of the order in Stillinger for the next time out. But before that, we'll head back up to our beginning of the lineup. And the leadoff man, Josh Leadham, last time up, did have the first base hit to start this one. And we'll see what Leadham can do in at-bat number 2. So far, 1 of 1 on the day. And coming into this game, batting a clean 200 with 7 runs batted in, 9 walks and 9 strikeouts, also 17. Could have possibly been 18 stolen bases. Don't know if they'll give him credit for that one. Now caught stealing twice. Could not get over the third. Would have been at 19 stolen bases on the season. Some incredible numbers there for Leadham. Also, if you look at his numbers from college, his first 3 seasons at the University of Rochester will be a senior there. Had 61 stolen bases. Also, this past season at the University of Rochester, had a .334 batting average and a .458 slugging. Also had a walk-off grand slam in the Liberty League tournament last year against RIT. University of Rochester this year did lose to Ithaca College. That is the school I attend now. Will be a sophomore there shortly. So, unfortunate there, Leadham. Also does hail out of Barrington, Rhode Island. I believe the only man in this team that's from Rhode Island, as they have a population of just 3 people. And it looks like there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Power, so Damian's day will end early. I believe he had 27 pitches, and that was enough for him in this one. So we'll see what the new pitcher can do up on the mound for the Power. Not too sure who it is currently, however, we'll find out for you shortly. So Damian, not the best day. He has seen better ones. Already 4 hits off him, including an extra base hit. Better luck next time. Damian just came across a red-hot Muckdogs team. Now 6-0. Also, most likely will be credited with the loss for last game as well. Don't know if they've put that in yet. And they did. Was credited with the loss here in his just a third of an inning pitched. Had 2 hits off him in his 4 batters face. You just saw that here today. And now 2 losses back-to-back for Damian. As now starts off with Josh Leadham. Still not too sure who's up at the mound for the Power. Hopefully he can figure that out shortly. However, mystery man so far up at the mound now for the Power. Bottom of the 3rd start here. So that one is in the ground there for ball number 1 to Leadham. Last time out, once again, did get a base hit with the first man on for the Muckdogs, and unfortunately the first out for the Muckdogs. As he did not steal third in time. That one is shot very high up there to third. Can't even play in time, and Billy Morris does get the first out here to lead him. F5 will now bring up Anthony Calabro. One of the best theme songs on this team, walking up in John Cena. How can you not love it? His time is also now to play D1 over at UCF, University of Central Florida, where he will play next spring season for his senior year. So brand new count here for Calabro. That one is in there for strike number 1, 0 of 1 to start here for Calabro. So far, not the best start of the third for the Muckdogs, however, have a comfortable 2-0 lead with Pichardo pitching as well as he has. That one hits him there. And the hit by pitch will bring the first man up on the mound for the Muckdogs, and that turns around a lot of the momentum here as they didn't have the best start with Leadham going out. However, that didn't stop him last inning. Our Curry was the first man out for the first inning. Then 4 up, 4 on in Lopez, Falcon, Mortellaro, and Alonchi for the Muckdogs. So maybe that's just what they need here with Adam Agressi up next. So far, 0 of 1 on the day with a 5-3 fielder's choice. That did end his first at-bat early. We'll see what Agressi can do now. Checks that one. Did he go? They'll say he does. So 0 of 1 to start here for Agressi. Crowd not a fan of that one. And now we'll see what happens next in this 0-1 count for Agressi. Last time we saw him 0-1, or last time we saw an 0-1. Calabro was hit. However, that one is hit over to left field. Not enough power on that one, and that will end Agressi's time there. He will almost check over at second. He'll head back over to first. Thought he almost will have to go to a second there. Don't see some moving from first to second on a flyout, normally at least, but almost saw it there. So Agressi was sat down for the first time on a flyout. Now 0 of 2 on the day, and that'll bring up Matt DiStefano, who is also 0 of 1 on the day. Hopefully can bring Calabro around this base path a little bit. Maybe even score run number 3. Also, Calabro now leads the team in hit by pitches with 7. Quite unlucky there, but I guess when you take so many at-bats like Calabro does, you're bound to get hit by a pitch or 2. So DiStefano, once again, last week had 4 games where he had 2 or more hits. So that one is upstairs for ball number 2 to DiStefano. And has been killing it recently for the Muckdogs hitting group. And been a crucial part of their 6-game winning streak. Also does an incredible job in the field. That's why we have him in the first place, as pickoff attempt is unsuccessful there to Calabro. I guess he wasn't a fan of Calabro's movement over at first. So 2-0 still here for DiStefano. Next pitch almost hits him there. 3-0 now. May see another 4-pitch walk. Haven't seen that since Lucas Lopez took his first at-bat in that second inning. Could potentially see it here once again, unless the pitcher decides to take his 3-1 down the middle. Still don't know who it is out there. 3-0 is, hits the outside corner there. They'll say 3-1. A bit unlucky there for DiStefano. Would have been his first time on base here today. However, this one will continue now. 3-1. Shoots that one back foul. Now full count after the very iffy strike call. So first full count here for, just turn around, number 36. Looked like it may be 34. Maybe it's Brian Adoddle, 6'1", righty out of Kenosha College. That's who's been pitching this last inning, 1-1 on the season. Full count. Almost hit in there. They'll say it's a walk, however. And DiStefano will be runner number 2 up for the Muckdogs. First one in Calabro, now over at second in scoring position with Giuseppe R. Curry up next. 0 of 1 on the day. However, last time had 2 extra base hits against the Power. One being a double and 1 being a triple. Also, that double was in his second at-bat, so hopefully see some parity here for the 2017 champion for the Allentown Redbirds. Won a state championship with them and has brought his winning tendencies to this Muckdogs team. First pitch is shot up, unfortunately, and that should be an easy fly-out play for Stillman there. And it is, and the F4 will end it. So our Curry moves to 0-2 on the day, very unlike him. However, we'll head over to inning number 4 shortly. Still a 2-0 ball game here for the Muckdogs. Seen a bit of hitting from the Muckdogs, not too much in that inning, just a walk and a hit by a pitch. Maybe slowing down here a little bit to the new pitcher on the mound, and maybe that's what it took in Brian Duddle. Brian was credited with the win against the Muckdogs on June 6th, where they won that one 3-1, gave up the only earned run in his 5 innings pitched, and was credited with the loss against Jamestown. So we'll see what Brian can do here in inning number 4 soon. But we'll start out with the man who's been killing it so far in Julian Pichardo. Stay tuned. Inning number 4 will start off with the leadoff man for the Power in Andrew Stillinger. Last time up, did not get the best of Pichardo, did strike out, and he struck out that entire side for the first inning. First pitch just down below there for ball number 1, however, so 1-0 to start here for Stillinger. A little bit better than what happened last time. Still a 2-0 ball game here for the Muckdogs. Outside there, ball number 2. So the captain behind the plate and on the mound in Mortellaro and Pichardo here today. Both captains of this Muckdogs team leading the way so far for this 6-game winning streak. Now looking for 7 here at Dwyer Stadium before we head on over tomorrow to Powers. That one is shot up towards Calabro over in center, but once again, Calabro doing Calabro things, tracking down that one for the F8 to start this one flat to the center fielder for out number 1. We have an incredible outfield here in Batavia. Leadham has a cannon over in right field. DeStefano, perfect from the field at Stony Brook this past collegiate season. And Calabro, you've seen it here, will be a D1 outfielder shortly. But even at the D2 level, was incredible. Was a Division II Player of the Year candidate for a reason. And now we'll see Zach Evans for the second time. First pitch upstairs there for ball number 1. A lot of these Julian pitches have been going a little more upstairs. At least that's what I've seen as the first pitch of the last at-bat to Stillinger was down below. So 1-0 now. Fastball does hit the outside edge there. Now 1-1 for Zach Evans. Pichardo still under 40 pitches through 4 innings so far. 1-1 to Evans so far on the day. 0-1 with a strikeout. Rips that one, however, just over the shortstop's head and Lucas Lopez, and that'll be the first hit of the game for the Power. I guess better late than never, as that does bring up Jackson Strong. Ken Jackson helps Zach around this base path a little bit. Also, Zach Evans, first hit of last game, came in that bottom of the ninth to take the 5-4 lead on Tuesday. Didn't really matter much, as Lucas Lopez made it a 5-4 ball game, or 6-5 ball game, I should say. Now we'll see what Jackson Strong can do here. First pitch, just down below there for ball number 1. And Strong, from what I remember, did have a good game against the Muckdogs last time out. Did score twice off a walk and a base hit, and was 1 of 4 on the day with a hit and a walk. So not too bad there for Strong, as that one is strongly not called the ball. Interesting there. Looked like it was on the line, but they'll say 2-0. Now creeping around that 40 pitch mark for Richardo. So pitch 39 here for him today. Also, Jackson Strong, one of the better hitters in this Power lineup. 52 at-bats for a 365 batting average. He rips that one, or I guess chops that one, down the first base line. Now 2-1 here for Jackson. Looking at more Jackson's impressive stats, 7 runs batted in, 8 walks to 12 strikeouts on the season. Maybe he should have been our K-man. However, the man with the most strikeouts not playing in today's game in Cal Brazers. He chops that one foul once again. 2-2 now for Jackson. Not too sure why he's now on base. It looks like Ian will go have a quick talk. I'll go figure out why Jackson's now on base. Looks like a 2-2 count there. So, stay tuned. So I'll have to take one pitch off for Pichardo. And the reason Jackson Strong is on base was catcher's interference. First time we've seen that all season, but I guess when you play 22 games of baseball, you see a lot of weird things. Like just this game, we've seen the first strikeout of the side from Pichardo. Also just saw our first walk-off with a hit. First walk-off did come, of course, when I believe it was Newark on the wild pitch. That was a strange one. Now, brand new start against Vincent Moreau, who's 0-1 on the day, as he rips that one towards left field. That one will head down, and that will score looks like the first 2 runs for the Muckdogs. That one hits all the way to the left field line. They say he can't field it. Will be called a ground rule double. Looks like Jackson Strong will head on over to third once again. Ump's going to go check it out. Stefano calling it not fieldable. So obviously Moreau will be credited with the extra base hit there by far. Did get in there. However, not too sure if they'll call it 1 run or no run scored. I'll just put 1 up now for the Power. And we could potentially see a tie ball game here. Unfortunately, took the under here for Machado. Thankfully, no book took my offer. Just with a little friendly talk in the office. And not too sure. Yep, Jackson Strong will head back over to second. So runners in prime scoring positions over at second and third in Strong and Moreau now. And now Billy Morris will head up for at bat number 2. Last time did reach base off a walk, was the first man on for the Power. See what he can do here in this one. Also, Zach Evans becomes the first run for the Power. Pichardo now within some pressure. Swings through that one there. 0-1 to start this count to Billy. So great start here by Pichardo, now reaching the 40 pitch mark. Can Pichardo get his first strikeout of this inning? Looks like it so far. 0-2 now for Pichardo. All you need is one more. Can he do it and get strikeout number 6? Already in this ball game in the 4th inning. Runner still over on second and third. 1-run ball game here. Tying run over at third. As he shoots that one towards Calabro, that one will most likely score a run in strong. It will. And the throw over to third doesn't make it in time from Calabro. And now a 2-2 ball game here with that sac fly from Morse. And the second fly to Calabro of this inning. However, did come 5 batters apart. And Jackson Strong does become the second run for the Power here. Now a tie ball game out of nowhere. Power before this one had no momentum against a red-hot Julian, and now have cooled them down a bit here with their blue jerseys. And Steve Merkel will be up next with the running run over at third in Vincent Moreau. First pitch is shot towards the ump. Not sure what they'll call that. And they'll call that runners on the corners. Not sure if he should be credited with a base hit or not. They'll say base hit. So Steve Merkel now 1 and 2 on the day with the strikeout and the base hit you just saw there technically, as that was an interference by the umpire. An umpire now moving over to the other side of Pichardo. First pitch here. Almost hits DeCarlo there. Still looking for his first strikeout of the game, and strikeouts 2 and 3. And DeCarlo now with runners on the corners, and Merkel and Moreau winning run over at third for the Power. Next pitch. Hits the outside top corner there for strike number 1. 1-1 here. Beautiful pitch there by Julian on that fastball. Strange inning so far for the Muckdogs. Catcher's interference, and then the interference by the ump there. Pickoff attempt over first, unsuccessful there to the other 3-year vet in Bacon. And we'll see the 0-1 here shortly once again. Hopefully Julian can get us out of this one. 1-1. Julian sets and fires that one shot foul. We'll see the 1-2 here now to DeCarlo. And Pichardo still has not got a strikeout this inning. Would be trying to way to end this one. Can he do it here in the 1-2 count? Still in pressure. Could let up the winning run here over at third in Moreau. Can he get it done here? That one hit to Alonji over at third. Alonji to Bacon. Will end it here on the 5-3 ground out. Very impressive there. Very impressive by Alonji there to keep his cool and ground the ball there. Now, heading down to the bottom of the 4th. Tie game now. Hasn't been a tie since that first inning. And we'll start this one off with Lucas Lopez, the man who had the game-winning hit in the last game against the Power. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a
So bottom of the fourth start here with Lucas Lopez. This game starting to fly by here now at the 8:13 time mark here. First pitch looked outside there, called a strike there for Lopez. Interesting call there. So we'll start this one. 0-1 for Lopez. Also up at the mound for the Power, as that one is ripped foul, is Brian Duddle. So Brian so far did a good job through that first inning, allowing no runs. Something that Alex Demian could not do. And now the 0-2 here shortly for Lucas. Duddle sets and fires. Check swing. Shoots that ball foul. A little bit of a chop there. And Lopez so far on the day, 0-0 with a walk. And we'll see what Brian Duddle can do now. With a red-hot Falcon up next, 1-1. 0-2. Outside there on that sinker, we'll move to a 1-2 count. Should be a 2-1. However, won't complain too much. As it is a tie ball game here, 2-2, Batavia and Niagara here. As we see another ball there, 2-2 now. Heading around the 20 pitch mark here for Duddle shortly. Duddle sets and fires. That one down below there in the dirt. Now, the full count here for Lucas and Duddle. Lucas so far today has been perfect throughout the entire day. 1 of 2. Can he get it done here now? Duddle, no one on base is the first man. And he rips that one down the right field line. However, that one will head into the Power bullpen here today. And we'll see another payoff pitch. A lot like that Caleb Rodriguez at bat. 3-2 again. Swings through that one. That's the first strikeout of the game for the Muckdogs there, coming from the man who clutched last game in Lucas Lopez. So can't be too mad at him. That's his first time sitting down the entire day. And now we'll see Chad Falcon, the St. John's commit himself, will be over there for the spring collegiate season for his freshman year. Chad Falcon. So far on the day, 1-1 with a base hit. Hits the ball into play constantly. Just depends on if the defense is there or not. First pitch. Curveball in there for strike number 1 to Falcon. Last time up was in the 0-1. Then hit one towards shallow second and was good enough for him to run that one out. A little bit of miscommunication from the defense. Next pitch. Swings through that one, a little low on that one. So 0-2 now here for Chad. Now over the 20 pitch mark here for Duddle. Brian so far got through this side fairly well now. Next pitch is chopped foul there. Looks like the ump's giving a few more balls here to Duddle. Also wiping off the plate now. So we'll see the 0-2 here shortly for Falcon again. So far on the day, 1 of 1. Also a little bit of time to talk about Falcon here. Last season at Stony Point. Had a .406 batting average with a .673 slugging. Also .406 batting average. Sorry, just talked about that. .318 ERA. His senior year, 28 strikeouts in 39 and 2/3 innings pitched, almost 40 there. Sorry, went to St. Joseph's High School. Is from Stony Point, New York. Also, just like Adam Agresti and now the new Muckdog in Christian Bernardini will be up next. Not too sure what they're talking about down there. Looks like maybe the catcher got hit there by Falcon in Galinsky. Hopefully Galinsky is okay. We'll be back shortly for the 0-2 Falcon. So a new catcher in the game here for Jeremy Galinsky. Galinsky will finish 1-0-1 and hopefully is okay. We pray on no one's downfall here in Batavia. So it looks like that may be either number 18, Michael Huff, or number 27, Steve Merkel, or even Zach Evans. Still not completely sure. Could even be Nick Suhet. Someone is hit straight towards the pitcher for out number 2, and the 1-3 ground out will end it there for a duddle over to Moreau. So 1-2 now on the day for Chad Falcon. Was an interesting stop there. And now we'll see Bryce Mortellaro, the captain, up next. So far on the day, 1 of 1 with a base hit. Still don't know who the catcher is. Hopefully we'll figure out who that is soon, as Galinsky was supposed to hit next inning. that first pitch is in there for strike number 1. It looks like Nick Shuett, a pitcher for this roster, will be in at catcher. That one hits Mortellaro there for the first man on this inning for the Batavia Muckdogs. So great job there by Bryce, taking that one like a true champ. And now gets to join his buddy Kyle over at first. And now we'll see Victor Alongi for the second time here today. First extra base hit of the day for the Muckdogs was his second one of the season. And Alongi on the season, 192 batting average, 4 runs batted in, 1 walk to 6 strikeouts. So not the most patient guy in the world. He rips that one foul. 0-1 to start here for Alongi, but sometimes it works out for him. Past couple of days, or this past week, has got 2 extra base hits. Some impressive stuff there by Alongi. Now with a runner over on first and Mortellaro. That one almost hits him there. They'll say 1-1. So still have no idea why Nick Shuett is the backup catcher, as he's listed as a pitcher for this roster. But, you know, we don't judge here. Also, it might not even be Nick Shuett. Still getting word on who that is right now. 1-1. Shoots that one up towards shallow center field. Can one of the outfielders get to it? And that one will be brought down by Brett Johnson to end the 4th there. So still now a 2-2 ball game, as the Power did score 2 runs this past inning, and we have a brand new ball game heading in to the top of the 5th. Can any team take it in this next one? Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets them apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wines, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine?
And apparently, the new catcher isn't even listed on the roster for Rochester on Point Streak, where all the stats are kept for the players. So, if you're curious what your favorite player is hitting or pitching this season, go look over at Point Streak. However, enough about Point Streak. We'll see what Andrew Fairbrother can do in his second at-bat here today. Last time did ground out to our crazy. Rips that one towards left field, and Stefano does what he does best and fields that one cleanly. And the F7 will start off this ball game well. And I'll hear who the catcher is for the first time here today. Jason Rodriguez is the man playing catcher now. So, what can I tell you about Jason Rodriguez? Absolutely nothing. As there is nothing on him on point streak. How tall he is, what he does. Well, I can tell you what he does now. He swings at pitches. So 0 of 1 for Rodriguez now here. Pachardo now almost at 50 pitches in inning number 5 now as he shoots that one foul. 0 and 2 now for Rodriguez. Next pitch will be pitch number 50 here for Pachardo. We'll most likely see him come out around inning number 6 or 7 as that's what usually goes around. 0 and 2. Rips that one towards Trey Bacon. Trey at that 5'11" height does not let that get to him. We have some way taller first baseman over. Hard over height here for Trey. Snags that one out of the air. Very Hassan Whiteside, if you ask me. If you don't know who Hassan Whiteside is, was an incredible basketball player in the mid-2010s who just snagged shots from NBA players. Not sure that's why the analogy I came up with there, but another flyout will be out number 2 here in Rodriguez. Now coming into the end of this power lineup in Brett Johnson. Johnson so far on the day 0 of 1 with a strikeout. Can make up for it here now. Next pitch. Down there for strike number 1. Ump will say that hits the bottom corner on the outside. So 1 and 1 now. Can Pachardo go 3 up, 3 down like he's done a few times here? Did it in that first and the third. Guess those odd innings Julian loves, clearly. 1 and 2 now, as that one is popped foul. Can Pachardo get it done here? Johnny Muckdog trying to fire up this Dwyer Stadium crowd here in not so beautiful Batavia, New York because of Ottawa. Or Canada in general. 2 and 2 now. Not a big fan of the forest fires, as you could tell. Was trying to play basketball the other day, and the weather kind of ruined it. Got tired after 5 minutes, not because I'm out of shape, because of the weather. So that one is down there for ball number 3, and you start to feel lightheaded a little bit after the horrific air quality. But enough about the air quality. Now into the 3 and 2. Hopefully, air quality not affecting anyone here at the stadium. Payoff pitch is in there for strike number 3. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Brett Johnson. Second strikeout for him today. And, of course, that was almost the man we made the game man. Just our luck here. Now we'll head into the bottom of the 5th shortly. Stay tuned, folks.
Looking for a dining experience that we understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
Bottom of the fifth to start here with the man who made the incredible play over at first base last inning in Trey Bacon. First pitch does not hit that bottom outside corner, and this will be an 0-1 count, or 1-0 now count for Trey Bacon. So far, 0-1 on the day with a fly out to Brett Johnson, now playing in center field. Check swing there, a little upstairs there, 2-0 now for Bacon. Still a 2-2 ball game here. Muckdogs in this inning do have the ability to take the game once and for all. Hopefully can get that done here. 2-0. Swings through that one, however. 2-1 here for Bacon. And Bacon, quite the journeyman through his time in college. Did play at Santa College most recently. Also does hail out of Tampa, Florida. And has quite the resume with the Muckdogs. So far, under a 1 ERA this season. Actually, no earned runs for Bacon, as that breaking ball does not break enough into the zone. 3-1 here for Bacon. But just some impressive numbers. 1.59 ERA last season, 3 wins, no losses. And in his 22 innings, had 22 strikeouts, batted over 300. As that will be a walk there. Almost looked at that, almost going to cost strikeout, but I guess Bacon wanted to go to first, and that's all she wrote there for that at-bat. And we'll see Trey, the first man on base for the Muckdogs here in this bottom of the fifth. Now we'll head up to the top of the lineup in the Rochester man himself, Josh Leadham. Also the widest stance on this team. However, can't hate on that wide stance. It helped him score that first home run for the Muckdogs in that bottom of the fourth against the Elmira Pioneers for the Muckdogs home opener. First pitch here. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful there. That one gets away from the first baseman, and Trey will steal the base there off the error from a Duddle. So 0-1 now here for Leadham. And Trey now in scoring position over at second. You gotta love it. Could be the run that gives the Muckdogs a lead here and make it a 3-2 ball game, which is what I'm sure a lot of you at home and myself do want here. Can Leadham get it done? Duddle looks over at second, sets and fires. Slider hits the bottom right corner there, or I guess the bottom outside corner for strike number 2. Now over 30 pitches for a Duddle. Also 0-2 here to Leadham. Leadham so far on the day, 1 of 2 with a base hit and a flyout to the third baseman today, which is not Moreau. It is Billy Morris. Now 1 of 2 here for Leadham. Can Leadham get it done here now and send Bacon around this base path just a few more times? Next pitch is ripped foul there. So we'll see another 1-2 here shortly for Leadham. Well, I got a little bit of time. I'll read you the following schedule for the Muckdogs. Friday, we are away against Niagara for game number 7, I believe, or game number 6. Game number 6. Then the Muckdogs will host Canada Day against Queen City in a non-league game. Next pitch is ripped right down the third base line, and that one will be a clean 5-3 ground out for Leadham. New third baseman, old third baseman there from Morris to Moreau. Now 1 out here in this bottom of the fifth, so still plenty of time. Hopefully it's Calabro's time now, as he is 1 of 1 on the day with a hit by pitch. Has not reached home yet, however has the chance to bring Trey Bacon home, as he is the lone man on for the Muckdogs. Former D2 Player of the Year out of West Georgia, University of West Georgia that is, for good reason. Last season, some incredible numbers, as that curveball does reach the bottom outside corner there for strike number 1. Crowd not a fan of that call. But also, incredible numbers for good reason. Not too sure what just happened there. I was looking at my notes. And now, 419 batting average, 744 slugging percentage, and 14 home runs. Also, 5 runs batted in a 5.02 on base percentage for Calabro. Incredible stuff there for the man out of St. John's, Florida. We'll be back home now around the area at UCF. Now in the 0-1 count. Does lead this team now in hit by pitches after he was hit by a pitch last time by Alex Davian. Shoots that one just over a Duddle's head there. Can he make the play over to first in time? He can. And that'll be out number 2 here on that 4-3 ground out there by Andrew Stillinger. So back-to-back groundouts for back-to-back outs. Trey Bacon now over at third and Agresti. 0 of 2 on the day. So if he wants to get his hit here, would not be bad. As now would be the great time for that to happen. Is batting just under 370 at 362 on the season. So the numbers say he's due for a hit. Can Agresti get it done here? Looks like Skip's not happy about the previous call with Calabro over at first. I think his case was that he was stepping off the plate in Moreau, which I wouldn't be surprised by. Not the best fielder I've seen. However, we'll start this one off with Agresti now to a Duddle. Trey, the winning run over at third. A Duddle sets and fires. That one ripped back foul over the broadcast booth here, and this one will start off 0-1 here for Agresti. So he'll get another opportunity to bring home Bacon over at third. You can tell he wants to get home. So a Duddle looking for a perfect inning number 2 in the run column. At least that one slider just goes outside there for ball number 1. So 1-1 here for Agresti. Booth up here getting a little fired up for Agresti. The 6'3", 225 catcher, soon to be at St. John's. Next pitch is popped up to the right bleachers, and we'll see the 1-2 here now for Agresti. Still 2 outs here. Next out will end the 5th inning. We'll head to what I'd call the witching hours of this baseball game, heading to the final 4 innings in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Not only can I broadcast, I can count. 1-2. Almost hits him there with that curveball, however, does not reach the zone in time. 2-2 now for Agresti. And it's becoming a long at-bat here, as this is now inning number 3 for a Duddle, I believe. Maybe inning number 2. Should have kept track of that. Usually I do. 2-2. That one popped up high towards center field. Looks like he's coming in for that one, actually. And that one will end the inning. Would the flyout to Johnson over in center field. So after the Trey Bacon leadoff over at triple with the walk, he will be stranded, unfortunately. And it will still be a 2-2 ball game heading into inning number 6. Still anyone's ball game here. And next inning, we'll start with the top of the lineup for the Power in Andrew Stillinger. Stay tuned, folks. So top of the sixth here at Dwyer Stadium. A little sunlight here, not too much left here in Batavia, New York for the rest of this ball game. 2-2 is the score for the Muckdogs and the Power. Pichardo up for inning number 6. First pitch does not hit the outside corner there. And that'll be ball number 1 to start this one off to Andrew Stillinger for at bat number 3. So 1-0 for him. And we'll see what he can do now as he rips that one straight towards Julian and makes the grab. Incredible play there by Julian. And that'll be the first man sat down after the F1 there to Pichardo. So 2 pitch, 2 outs here already. Also, once again, hoping everyone is having a wonderful time at home, winding down their day with some Muckdogs baseball. Hopefully, was happy so far with the results, as this is a tie ball game for the Muckdogs, and they did win the last game against the Power here today, 6-5, with the walk-off from Lucas Lopez. First pitch is shot towards center field. Can DeStefano get there in time? He sure can. Incredible speed out there by DeStefano. So back-to-back flyouts on just 3 pitches this inning. We'll end the first 2 batters in Stillinger and Evans. Evans now 1 of 3 on the day. And now that brings up Jackson Strong, who I believe last time out did get a base hit as well and was the second runner scored for the Power in that 4th inning. First one being Zach Evans, who just did pop out to DeStefano. Breaking ball in there for strike number 1. It looks like Julian wants to end the side once again. Pitch number 5 coming here soon this inning for Pichardo. Inside there for strike number 2. Julian wasting no time here, getting up early in this count. Can he end the side once again in back-to-back innings? Did it last time with Fairbrother, Galinsky, and Johnson. Can he do it here again? Actually, Rodriguez, not Galinsky. Pichardo, 0-2. Rips that one towards center field in Calabro. Calabro dives for it and cannot make the play. DeStefano will have to field that one instead, and it looks like he will stay at 2. Next time, got a knock on wood for Pichardo, and Jackson Strong will get his second hit of the day. First extra base hit of the day, now 2 of 3 with a strikeout, which will bring up Vincent Moreau, who scored the first runner for the Muckdogs, or actually did not. He reached base off of the catcher interference. So still 0-1 on the day for him with a base reach, not on his own terms. And now the winning run for the Power stands over at second in Strong. First pitch here by Julian. Outside there on that fastball, that'll be a 1-0 count now for Moreau. So Pichardo over the 60 pitch count now, as he was looking to end that one in less than 10 pitches there. Unfortunately, the rip by Jackson Strong was hit straight into left center field and dropped just before Calabro could get to it. Was a great effort though. That one is chopped towards Victor Alongi. It looks like they're doing a pickle here. Giuseppe, thankfully, makes the tag there. Not sure why Victor Alongi elected for the 5-4 there. However, it worked out in our favor. And whatever keeps the Power off the score from run number 3 will do it for me. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll start that one off with Matt DeStefano, who was 0 of 1 on the day with a walk. Stay tuned. Bottom of the sixth, we'll start here with Matt DiStefano. Last time out, did walk in the full count to Dimian. Or maybe that was against a Duddle. Not too sure. It's been a long game now, heading into the bottom of the sixth. What will happen in this first at-bat? First pitch is outside there for ball number one. Gets away from Rodriguez behind the plate now. So this one will start off 1-0 for DiStefano. So far, still just two pitchers here so far for the Power. Also, apparently this has not been Brian Duddle. It's been number 36, Andrew Bench. 34 and 36 look very similar up here. That one is ripped towards the shortstop. Can't even play over in time. Fires it in. Does make it in time for the 6-3 ground out to start this inning for the Niagara Power. Now down to 2 outs here for the Muckdogs. And once again, my apologies there. It has been Andrew Bench doing all this work. So 4.76 ERA for Andrew coming into this one. 5 2/3 innings pitched with 4 walks and 6 hits and 5 strikeouts. Also was credited with a save against Jamestown in their 2-0 win. So been doing pretty well so far through these first 3 innings. First pitch, juice slide means ball 1. And Juice so far not showing that juice here today. So far just 0 of 2. Last time saw 2 extra base hits against the Power. Hopefully can recreate that here during the final stretch of innings here. But maybe won't even have to hit the ball as Bench is having a hard time finding the strike zone here. 2-0 now. Can he be the first man on for the Muckdogs in this inning? I believe we've had people reach base so far in almost every inning. We have. Ball 3 there. Could see the first 4-pitch walk since Lucas Lopez. DiStefano was supposed to be number 2, but that one got taken to a full count after an iffy strike call. So 3-0 for our Curry. Could we see 4 juice slides in a row? 3-0 for Bench. Upstairs there. And we will see 4 juice slides in a row. Won't even do it that last time. And our Curry will be the first man on base this inning for the Muckdogs. So looking back at the Muckdogs so far, got to be happy with how we've been getting on base. Not so much in the run column, however. Lead and first man on base in that first inning. Of course, we had 2 runs scored in that second, so runners had to have got on base there. Calabro was hit by a pitch, got on base. Then next inning, Morlar was hit by a pitch, got on base that inning. And then last inning, Bacon reached base with a walk. So it's got to get these hits up a little bit as they will have a talk up at the mound. We'll see if Bench stays in this one. Looks pretty tall out there. Unfortunately, his height is not listed. Stats guy for Power. Do better. Thankfully, with a bit of research, I can find he weighs 6'4", 225 and plays for Niagara Community College. It's incredible what the internet can do, and I'm surprised no one in that Power organization could have updated that. Took me 2 seconds. Anyways, runner on base. Inning can end at any given time with a double play as there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th for Lucas Lopez. 0 of 1 on the day with a strikeout and was the first runner scored with a walk in that second inning. First pitch is taken for ball number 1. So Lucas starts this one off strong. Hopefully he can get our Curry around this base path here. Next pitch for Bench. Inside there for strike number 1, hits that outside edge there. Now through pitch number 45 for Bench. Doing a lot better than Damian so far here in this one. Next pitch. Shoots that one over the third baseman's head. And that one will go foul. Almost looked like it hit the line there, but it goes foul, and now the 1-2 for Lucas will come up shortly. We'll see if Lucas has any better luck in the 1-2 count this time. Or last time up wasn't a full count. So 1-2 here for Lucas. Bench looks over at first in our Curry. Gets his signal, sets and fires. Our Curry goes. That one is shot towards the second and first base gaff, and that one will go through. Our Curry will head to third. Now runners on the corner still. Double play in order, however, looking a lot better now for the Muckdogs with that Lucas Lopez hit. Another clutch hit for him today. Probably not as close to that first one he had in that first game, as that hit did walk off the game for the Muckdogs, however, still not too shabby here. Hitting that in between the second and first gap. And now we'll see Chad Falcon up once again. Did score the second run here for the Muckdogs, the most recent one in that second inning as well. And is 1 of 2 with a base hit. But Chad, if there's any time to get a base hit, it's right now. In the lefty-righty matchup to Bench. Can he get it done here? Pickoff attempt over at first, unsuccessful there for Lucas. Don't even believe Lucas has stolen a base this season, just keeping him on his toes. And from the looks of it, Lucas has actually stolen 2 bases. So good job there, Lucas. First pitch here for Bench to Falcon. Swings through that one. Start this one off 0-1 for Falcon. So what I've taken notice so far, every time Falcon has taken ball 1, it's been a hit for him, and every time he has taken strike number 1, he has been out. Hopefully, does not take into effect that that was only 2 at-bats, and Chad Falcon can break the streak here. Lucas goes. That one popped up towards the third base line. Skip has to get out of the way there, and he cannot track it. We'll see if they call that interference. They do not, and that'll be 0-2 now for Falcon. Thankfully, Skip gets in the way of that one. Good drop, Skip. The baseball IQ never leaves. So now Falcon in the 0-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. A ground out, potential double play ground out could end the 6th inning here once and for all. Can Bench get it done here for the Power? Or can Chad get run number 3 on as that one is blooped towards third. However, that one will go foul into Muckdog fan territory. And we'll see another 0-2 here shortly. Now pitch 50 coming up for Andrew Bench. Made it a lot further than Dimian, who only made it through pitch number 27. 0-2 once again. Bench looks over at first in Lopez. Bench, pickoff attempt, unsuccessful there. Waiting for one to just go over his head, and hopefully our Curry can score over at third. But we'll see another 0-2 here shortly. Can Chad get it done here for the Muckdogs and be their saving grace? 0-2. Shoots that one back foul. We'll see another 0-2 shortly here for Chad. Chad on the season in all of his at-bats, counting right now at 26. No walks. And that will definitely not happen here in the 0-2. Lucas goes. That one shot up once again, just getting 2 under these. Left fielder coming in for this one and does make the grab there for out number 2. So Chad moves to 1 of 3 on the day. And the play there was made by Nick DiCarlo. Nick did play over at left field last time as well. But the standout outfielder, in my opinion, last game was Jackson Strong. Did a great job in that right field, making some crucial plays for the Power, however, did not lead to the win. And now 2 outs here. Runners still on the corners in our Curry and Lopez with the captain, Bryce Mortellaro, up. Hopefully can be the hero that the Muckdogs need and make this a 1-run ball game. First pitch by Bench. Hits him for the 2nd time here today. Strange scenes here for Martellaro. That's his second hit by pitch of the game in his 3 at-bats, so still remains perfect on the day with a base hit over the third baseman's head. I think that's the second time this season we've seen someone get hit by 2 pitches. And that might end Andrew's day, and it will. So, Victor Alonji will see the new batter here. We'll see the new pitcher here shortly. As 3 through 6 were almost all pitched by bench. We'll see pitcher at number 3 here shortly. Still, I've only seen 1 pitcher here for the Muckdogs, and that has been Julian Pichardo for good reason. So far has gone 3 up, 3 down twice in innings 1, 3, and 5. Just loves those odd innings. And then in the 4th inning, unfortunately, led up 2 runs, but have not led up any since then in his past 2 innings pitched. And we'll see who the new man on the mound for the Power is shortly, as will hopefully get a word shortly. Looks like number 2. And Andrew, great day so far for him. Led up no earned runs, however, may get one if the new pitcher up at the mound cannot do so. In number 12, Andrew Damiani. And so far, Damiani heading into this game, 5 games, no starts, was credited with the win over Batavia in his first game. And so far since then has 2 saves as well. One coming from Batavia on June 18th when we were over there in Niagara. And the next one against Auburn. So great start here for Damiani. Strange last name there, very Italian. And we'll see what he can do now here in this one. 14 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 5 hits. Looks like the best pitcher that the Power have to offer. Look at these stats. They're just incredible. 3 innings pitched, no earned runs. 2 innings pitched, no earned runs. 2 innings pitched, no earned runs. 4 innings pitched against Batavia, no earned runs. That was one of our rougher games. And 3 innings pitched against Auburn, no earned runs, and got the save there. Only 5 hits total on the season, the most coming against Jamestown, where we had 2 hits off against them. So if there's a pitcher you want out there for the Power, or I guess for the Power, if you're with the Power, you want Damiani. You don't want Alex Dimian. Let up 2 runs in just 2 innings. So we'll let him warm up here, and then we'll see Victor Alonji for the 3rd time here today. 1 of 2 with an extra base hit. Victor Alonji will now step up with bases loaded for the Muckdogs. Morelauer over on first, Lopez over at second, and our Curry over at third. If I remember when the last time we had bases loaded here for the Muckdogs, and we were either down or tied. Aggressive got a base hit that scored everyone on base. Hopefully, you can see that here today. First pitch. Outside there for the first pitch for number 12, Andrew Damiani. So Damiani not off to the best start, obviously. However, has a great track record, so I'm sure he'll get back in this one in no time. Next pitch. Swings through that one. Great fastball there. 1-1 now for Alonji. Or Damiani, I should say. Crowd getting fired up here for Alonji. Bases still loaded here. The 1-1. Shoots that one up towards first, and that should end it with the Moreau fly out there. And it does. The F3 will end it there. And still a tie ball game here going into the final 3 innings. Stay tuned. Looks like a new pitcher in for the Muckdogs. That'll be none other than number 29, Tucker Beving. So, Pichardo will just go the 6 here. And his under runs did hit, so great job there, Pichardo. Get some bragging rights now in the office a little later, but enough with Pichardo. Great day for him today. In this one, had, I believe, 6 strikeouts. It's amazing there. Didn't get into that last inning. 6 strikeouts for Pichardo, so the strikeouts did not hit. We're sitting at 6.5. Just was there, so incredible line on both sides. Just half off each time. Also, we're seeing Christian Bernardini for the first time for the Muckdogs now over in left field. Now we'll see Billy Morris up for the first at-bat against Garrett Beaver. So far, Garrett on the season, 2-0, 1.35 ERA with a save against Newark. Sorry, that's Tucker Beving's stats I'm reading. Nice pitch in there for strike number 1, 1-1. We'll start this one for Tucker Beving. For some reason, I get him and Beaver mixed up. They don't have similar names. But that's just how it goes. So now 2-1 here for Billy Morris, third baseman here today. And a little bit about Beving. So far, 4 games, 1 started. That one is hit towards Lopez. Lopez 2. Bacon does make it in time over at short. And the 6-3 ground out will be the first batter sat down for Tucker Beving. Now back to Tucker's stats. So far, no wins, no losses in his 7 2/3 innings pitch. 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 6 hits for Tucker. Also does hail out of University of Wisconsin Stout with a 2.34 ERA on the season. All those earned runs coming against Geneva in the game he started, I believe. So, we'll see what Tucker can do now. Shoots that one down the foul ground. And we'll have an 0-2 count early here for Steve Merkel, 1-2 on the day with a strikeout and a base hit. So Tucker taking over in this 7th inning. That one in there for ball number 1. And we'll see if Merkel has any better luck here. So far on season, 409 batting average. Very impressive there. 1-2. Is swung through there. 1-2-3. See you later, Merkel. Second strikeout on the day for Merkel. And that'll be the first strikeout for Tucker Beving through 2 batters. Looking very Pichardo-esque now. Now that'll bring up the K-man of tonight's game. He won't get it, unfortunately. Hasn't struck out once with 2 flyouts in Nick DiCarlo. Fowler, first pitch is swung through there. Beving having no problem finding that strikeout zone. Crowd loving the woo after the strike there. Next pitch for Beving in there for strike number 2. Woo! Now up to 10 pitches here for Beving. Can he strike out back-to-back batters in Merkel and DeCarlo? Beving sets and fires. On the curveball there, 1, 2, 3, see you later. He swung in the dirt for that one. However, well, more of like a fish. Fish in the dirt for that one. And of course, you don't go fishing up at the plate. You only go fishing in water. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 7th. We'll start that one off with Trey Bacon, and then followed up with leadoff man Josh Leadham and Anthony Calabro. Hopefully to take the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Stay tuned, folks. A lot of crowd interaction here coming into the bottom of the 7th. Not surprised, as it is $2 beer night here at Dwyer Stadium. We're not back here until July 1st for Canada Day. Then follow it up with the celebration of the 4th of July on July 3rd with fireworks both days. So great games to be in attendance for. And a great game here, 2-2 ball game heading into the bottom of the 7th now with Trey Bacon up for his 3rd plate appearance. That one is called for strike number 1 for inning number 2, Foley for Andrew Damiani. So we'll see what Andrew can do here in this one. Next pitch is just down below there for ball number 1 now. 1-1 to Bacon, who is 0-1 on the day with a walk. Last time out, unfortunately, was stranded over at 3rd. Hopefully, if he gets on, we don't see that again. 1-1. Breaking ball doesn't break into the zone, and we'll now see the 2-1 here for Bacon. Now up to 5 pitches. Very efficient inning from Damiani, as he only went through 1 batter. And Alonji swings through that one there. Count now 2-2 for Bacon. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 ball game here. Swings through that one. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Trey. And that'll bring in the leadoff man, Josh Leadham. Now 1 out here in the bottom of 7th. First time Bacon has struck out this game. 2nd strikeout of the day. First one coming from Lucas Lopez. And that'll bring up Josh Leadham for the 4th time here today. So far in this one, 1 of 3 with a flyout and a ground out. Both to third base in Morris. That one will be called in there for strike number 1 to Leadham. This is Leadham's first time seeing Damiani. Damiani sets and fires. Shoots that one back foul. We'll see the 0-2 here shortly for Leadham. So far, Damiani having a powerful inning here for the Power. So far, he's seen 2 strikes for both pitches. Next one is not in there for strike number 3. Almost hit that outside top corner there, but they'll say ball number 1. So we'll see the 4th pitch here of this at-bat for Leadham. Can the veteran out of the University of Rochester get it done here for the Muckdogs late? He cannot as of now, as that one is ripped towards the left field line. However, we'll go foul, so we'll see another 1-2 here shortly for Leadham. Crowd loving here, seeing a bunch of woos here. Got a bunch of Ric Flair fans maybe. Is one of the greatest. Next pitch. Outside there on that fastball. 2-2 now for Leadham. Leadham now getting into a high pitch count here for Damiani. Not sure what happened there with Damiani. Just had to fix his shirt there, it looked like. But Leadham still fighting here in this count. 2-2. Well, that one almost hit him. However, that one will go foul, so we'll see another 2-2 here. Time now 9:15. We were cruising through these innings. Not so much anymore. We may not get out of here till 10:30, which is no problem with me, as this is what I wanted to do. Commentate baseball for a living. So if 4 hours is what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. Now almost 3 hours through our first game, now into game number 2. The 2-2 once again for Leadham. Shoots that one foul again. This may be the longest at-bat you see of the day. We'll see another 2-2 here shortly. And Leadham, just like Rashad Robinson, one of those pesky guys that just never get out of those counts. Also tomorrow, we will see the Power at Niagara for the second time this season. Sixth time this season now. 2-2 is popped up high towards the shortstop in Zach Evans, and he does make the play for out number 2. However, Leadham did not go down without a fight there. Now through 10 pitches. That brings up Anthony Calabro. So far on the day, base hit in the first inning, hit by pitch in the third, and a ground out to Andrew Stillinger in the 6th, 5th. So now we'll see what he can do here in now 1-2 on the day. Damiani still looking incredibly so far, as that one is just inside there for ball 1. So far, Damiani showing why he hasn't given up a single run on the season in his 5 games and 14 full innings pitched. Almost 2 complete games of baseball with no earned runs is very impressive there. Wow. I am shocked that was called a strike there. That was nowhere near the strike zone in my opinion, but that will be a 1-1 now for Calabro. Strike zone expanding here for Damiani. Maybe getting some star treatment here. The 1-1. Sets and fires. Swings through that one. That'll be strike number 2 there for Calabro. And Damiani has the potential for the first 3 up, 3 down for the Power here today. Can he get it done in the 1-2 count? Cannot, as that one shoots off of Calabro's foot. We'll see another 1-2 count here. Crowd getting fired up here for Calabro. Sun nowhere to be found heading into inning number 8 shortly. Still a 2-2 ball game. No one has scored since that 4th inning. Damiani sets and fires the 1-2. Shoots that one towards center field. Can that one drop in time? It will not. And that play will be made by Brett Johnson for the 3 up, 3 down. First for the Power coming in inning number 7. Now heading into inning number 8. Still anyone's ball game. No one scored since the 4th inning. So we'll see if anything changes through innings number 8 and 9. Stay tuned, folks.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? while their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination.
Top of the 8th, we'll start here with Andrew Fairbrother in the 2-2 ball game, Niagara versus Batavia. First pitch here for Beving is in there for strike number 1 to Fairbrother, who is 0-2 on the day in his third at-bat. Hopefully everyone at home is doing well. I'm your broadcaster, as always, Alec Brown for this Batavia Muckdogs. Game number 22 of the season. Game number 5 here against Niagara. Game number 6 will be tomorrow against Niagara. And so far, a 2-2 ball game. No one has scored since inning number 4. Could change here. That one is popped up to Calabro. Calabro, however, is under that one for the first out here in that 1-1 count for Fairbrother. And Fairbrother moves to 0-3 on the day. That'll bring up Jason Rodriguez so far in this one. 0-1 with a flyout to Trey Bacon. Did take Galinsky's job as he was apparently hurt, and Galinsky did finish the day with an 0-1 as he did fly out to Bacon at first as well. First pitch here for Beving. Curveball in there for strike number 1, throwing off Rodriguez there. Crowd once again staying with the woo. Beving 0-1 now. Crowd getting fired up here. And this is now a great time to remind everyone at home to practice responsible drinking, especially on $2 beer nights. Next pitch is in there for strike number 2, however, and we will move to a 2-1 count. Could we see the next strikeout here? Victim for Tucker Beving. He did see back-to-back last time, and that one is popped foul. Looks like a lucky fan. The crowd did get that ball, so congrats to him. 1-2 here for Beving. Can he sit down? Rodriguez, he cannot. 2-2 now. So, Rodriguez now in the 2-2. Still don't know anything about him as he swings through that one there. I know he strikes out. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Rodriguez. Still under 20 pitches here for Beving. Heading up for the potential final out here at the top of the 8th in Andrew Stillinger. Now Rodriguez moves to 0-2 on the day with a strikeout. Sorry, we'll not see Stillinger. We will see Brett Johnson and hopefully get out the 8th, 9th, and 10th batter for the second time here today. First time was in that bottom of 5th thanks to Pachardo, as this is now an 0-1 count here for Johnson, who was 0-2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. So he shoots that one towards right field and lead him. Can he make the play to end the inning? Slides for it and cannot make the play. Now 0-2 here for Brett Johnson, who was almost the Eli Fish K-man. If Brett Johnson strikes out here, I'm going to feel horrible knowing he was almost the K-man. It was between him and DeCarlo. Would this have been the right pick for Eli Fish? Beving. 0-2, sets and fires. Shoots that one straight up towards the center of the field, and that one will drop in front of Calabro. And he will not get strikeout number 3 there. And now a runner could be the winning run for the Power sits at first base in Johnson. Now up to the top of the lineup in Stillinger for the 4th time here today. Stillinger heading into this at-bat. 0-3 on the day. Shocking there. Who's batting? .478 coming into this one in his 23 at-bats. 3 runs batted and 6 walks to 5 strikeouts. Shocking performance here by Stillinger here today. Beving swings in the dirt for that one. Not sure what he was fishing for there, as you're not supposed to fish when you're up at bat. You're only supposed to fish in bodies of water. So the 0-1 here for Stillinger. Crowd getting riled up here. The 0-1. Runner goes. Swings to that one. Kim Bryce gets it to Lucas over in time. Wow. Rough call there. Crowd hates that one. However, Brett Johnson will move over into prime scoring position. Well, not prime, but very good scoring position over at second. With the 0-2, now to Stillinger. Can Beving get the strikeout here in the 1-2? 0-2. Beving looks over at second. Sets and fires. Just upstairs there. 1-2 now here for Stillinger, who is looking for his first base hit of the day. Beving looking for his 2nd strikeout in this inning, keeping it at 2 in each inning. Johnson trying to fake him out over at second. Beving sets and fires upstairs there. Can we get the tag over at second? We cannot. That one gets away from Lopez. And the pickoff attempt will be unsuccessful. Now 2-2 here for Stillinger. Game's starting to get a bit interesting here. Thought we were going to go 3 up, 3 down. Brett Johnson makes it a little interesting in the 0-2. And gets the base hit just to shallow center field. Beving looks over at second and Johnson. Once again, 2-2, sets and fires. That one shot up towards the back of the Muckdogs dugout. That one does hit off the top of the dugout, and we'll see another 2-2 shortly. This one, the second longest at bat we've seen. Last one was, of course, from Josh Leadham. So we'll see if Beving can end it here and bring out the Muckdogs for what could be the second to last time. Beving sets and fires. That one ripped towards center field. That one could potentially score the 3rd runner for the Power. And Calabro has no play at the plate. And that one will bring up the 3-2 ball game. Now for the Power. Stillinger getting the hit when it matters the most. First hit of the day coming as a run batted in for Brett Johnson, who was out at second. So rough here for the Muckdogs. What could have been 3 up, 3 down technically leads to a runner scored who should have been called out at second. It was a bad call. I am shocked he called that, but that brings up Zach Evans now for the 4th time. 1 of 3 on the day. Got his base hit. Just broke my pen. In the 4th inning for the first score for the Power. So Beving now finds himself in a hole. Curveball in there for strike number 1, however. We'll see the next pitch here shortly. 1-1 to Evans, who has not got a hit since that 4th. Some say he's due. I say Beving's due for strikeout number 2. Can he get it done here? Curveball. You're joking. We have some blind umps here. That one was clearly down the middle of the strike zone. Not sure what he was looking at. 2-1. Strange ball game here today. 2-1. Rips that one back foul. 2-2 now. And now the Muckdogs not only facing off against the Power, they're facing off against some umps here. You usually see the bias go towards the home team. Not really seeing that here today. Power have gotten some very favorable calls here in this one. 2-2 here to Evans. Beving sets and fires. That one hit towards Alonji. Alonji can't ground it. And that'll bring 2 runners on for the Muckdogs. That one should be called an E5 there. We'll see if that's the call, however, as that brings up Jackson Strong, who is 2 and 3 on the day. So there's a man you want up. It's not Jackson Strong if you're the Muckdogs. So they'll call that an error, so that's E5 there. So Zach Evans now 1 of 4 on the day. However, has reached base twice. And this will end Tucker Beving's day as he cannot finish this 8th inning out. Not to his own fault. I blame the umps. We'll see who comes out next. Does look like, I want to say Alex Hale. Not too sure here, however. Actually, looks like the lefty, number 22, Tyler Henshaw, will come in and pitch next and hopefully close out this inning. 5'10 lefty, 185 out of Potomac State. Will be a junior there, also out of Brockport, New York. So a little local there. Throws a fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball. Also in college, had 10 and 1.5 strikeouts per game. Batters had a 242 average against him and went 4-1 in his 6 games started. More of a bullpen guy here for the Muckdogs. That'll end Beving's day there, unfortunately. So Henshaw on the season, 4.26 ERA coming to this one. 4 games, 1 started. That was against Newark. And on the season, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 9 hits. So we'll see what Henshaw can do this one. We'll let him warm up in this one, as his next batter face will be Jackson Strong, who is 2 of 3 on the day. So smart move by Skip and Eaton. Bring up the lefty-lefty matchup here for Jackson Strong, who has been red hot here today. 2 of 2 with an extra base hit. Sorry, 2 of 3. Runners over on first and second. First pitch is swung through there. Crowd still loving the woo. So Henshaw's first pitch, successful so far. Hopefully can continue that here. Henshaw will get the signal from Bryce. Look over at first. Henshaw. It's over at second. Now sets and fires. That one down in the strike zone for strike number 2. So 2 of 2 now successfully here for Henshaw. Both pitchers, or both teams have now used 3 pitchers, respectively. Henshaw. Can he get the final K here? Sets and fires. That one ripped down the right field line. Lead him. Can he hose him out at home? Call him out. Call him out. Incredible throw there by Leadham. An incredible play there by Bryce Mortellaro at home, keeping it a 3-2 ball game here. Wow. What a play there by Jackson Strong. Ripping that to right field in the lefty-lefty matchup. Now it moves to 3 and 4 on the day. However, Andrew Stillinger will be caught at home. Josh Leadham, one of the best outfielders on this team, with the absolute hose that brings up the Muckdogs, who now find themselves down in this ball game by 1. You'll see Adam Agressi come up next, hopefully to bring up the tie or winning ball game shortly. Stay tuned. Bottom of the 8th to start here with Adam Agresti, who was 0-3 on the day. Shocking to see from one of our better hitters in this lineup. However, if there is a time for Agresti to get a hit, it's now with the Muckdogs down 1 run. In the bottom of the 8th, they have 2 more tries, or 2 more innings at least, to get back into this one. First pitch, way outside there from Damiani. So we'll see the 1-0 count now for Agresti. The last time we were in this position, we end up winning the game. Down 1 run, heading into the bottom of the 8th and 9th. Well, it was a tie going to the bottom of the 8th, or top of the 9th. Niagara scored a run. Then we scored 2, so not too worried. So 1-1 now for Agresti. Shoots that one off his foot. And now we'll see. 2-1 here. Fans loving the $2 beer night. You can tell it here in the crowd. Thankfully, we do not have one for the rest of the season. So 1-2 here for Agresti to Damiani in this righty-righty matchup. Sets and fires. That one outside there. Rodriguez got a little confused about Hetherington over at first. Try to check him. But there is nothing to check. This is the first batter of this inning. Now 2-2 for Agresti. Damiani gets his signal. The windup and the pitch. Upstairs there. Full count to start off the inning here. Or bottom of the 8th, I should say. And it also will be pitch number 20 for Damiani. After taking over in that bottom of the 6th. Can Agresti get it done here for the Muckdogs when they need him the most? The windup. Upside there, and Agresti draws the walk. So great start for the Muckdogs here in this one. And you'll see for the first time, Agresti's future teammate over at St. John's, Christian Bernardini. And Bernardini is the first time you're seeing him at the plate. Have seen the past few innings over in left field for Matt Stefano. Also, that'll end Agresti's day as the designated hitter, and Rashad Robinson will come in and pinch hit. One of the faster guys on the team and steals a bunch of bases, so not surprised to see here, as he does have 12 stolen bases on the season. We're going back to Bernardini as we see the first pitch for him shortly out of Manalapan, New Jersey. Bunt there, unsuccessful. 0-1 to start here for Bernardini's Muckdog career. Throws an 86 fastball, however, you won't see him pitch here for the Muckdogs. Has an 88 active velo, however. Also plays outfield and is a catcher. Won't be for the Muckdogs. And this past senior season had a .484 batting average, 1 home run, and 11 extra base hits with a .762 slugging. So impressive numbers there for the St. John's commit, 3rd one on this team. Pickoff attempt over at first is unsuccessful to Robinson, and we'll see another 0-1 shortly for Bernardini. Would be a great way to start off your Muckdog career with any type of way of getting on base. We'll see if he can do that here. Damiani. Bunt attempt, says he went through there. In 0-2 now for Bernardini. And that basically takes out any attempt of getting a bunt down now. Got to go for the hit now. See what the young guy can do here. Just 18 years old. Or maybe 17. He's one of those young guys. Looks over at second. There's no one there. Sets and fires. Outside there. Robinson makes it back in time. That one gets away from the first baseman. And Robinson will slide on into first. That one gets away from the third baseman. Robinson will move over into third and stay at third. Robinson, Josh Liam can do it, but Robinson can, as back-to-back errors there from the fielders. Get Robinson over into third. In prime scoring position now with no runners on. He is the tying run now over at third. What a past inning here for the Muckdogs. They did lead up the run, however, lead them. Got the fire back in the Muckdogs with that incredible throw from right field. Bernardini. just hit it into the outfield now. That's all you got to do, kid. Surprising calling him kid. I am a year older than him, probably, unless he's 19 as well. Maybe a super senior. 1-2 here for Bernardini. Can he get it done? The windup is popped up towards the first baseman in Moreau. He makes the play, and Robinson will not tag. So, not the best start for Bernardini. He will sit down, unfortunately, now 0-1 on the season, but got the ball into play somewhat. So, plenty of at-bats to see from him shortly. We'll most likely see him against the Power tomorrow. And now we'll see a man who we see almost every day. Leads the team in at-bats with 61 coming into this one. Giuseppe Arcuri. 0-2 on the day with a walk. Outside there for ball number 1. And the juice walk says it all. So Giuseppe, who's one of the best bunters on this team, is up next. Will we see one of those incredible Giuseppe bunts that we are so known to here in Batavia? Shoots that one foul. Looks like Giuseppe not even looking for the bunt with 1 out here. Shocking to see. So we'll see another pitch here from Damiani. Would be his first, not really earned as there were 2 fielding errors, first run scored against him this season. Next pitch. Ripped right down the first base line. Not sure why Robinson went for that one. He doesn't make it in time. They call that a run. And now it is a 3-3 ball game, all tied up here in the bottom of the 8th for your Batavia Muckdogs. Incredible job there by Arcuri getting that one down. Not sure what the pitcher was trying to do there. He screwed that one up. Robinson goes in there with no fear and gets the next run for the Muckdogs. That's why they pinch ran him. And Arcuri will be a fielder's choice call on that one. Don't think they call that a base hit. And now we see Lucas Lopez up next so far on the day, 1 of 2 with a base hit and a strikeout. Did walk and score off that walk in the first pitch. Wow. Thought that one hit the top outside corner there, but they'll call that ball number 1. So now heading over into pitch number 30 shortly for Damiani. Sets and fires. That one ripped down the first base line. He'll step on. Can he get Arcuri out at second? Shortstop drops it there in Evans. And Arcuri will be called safe. Now down to 2 outs here. So the ground out straight to Monroe. Moreau over at first will end it there. However, Arcuri moves over into second. So runner in scoring position now over at second. And Chad Falcon, 1 of 3 on the day. Hasn't had a hit since that second inning. Would be a great time to get a hit now in the righty-lefty matchup for Falcon. Can he once again has the opportunity to be the hero for the Muckdogs? Can he get it done this time? We'll see the first pitch by Damiani here. Wow. Just hits that bottom outside corner there for strike number 1. We'll see pitch number 30 here for Damiani. Crowd cheering on Falcon here in the 0-1. Damiani looks over at Arcuri at second. Sets and fires. That one almost clips him there. 1-1 out for Falcon. Won't be too worried if I was Damiani out there. Brian's done too much scouting on the Muckdogs, however. Chad has not walked in his Muckdog career. Most likely won't be the first one here. The windup. Looks that one almost hit Falcon there. And Giuseppe move over into third base now with that wild pitch. Now 2-1 here for Falcon with that wild pitch. Rodriguez not having the best time behind the plate here so far. You can call it unlucky. You can call it unfortunate. I say this was due after the horrific umping in past innings against the Muckdogs. So 2-1 here for Falcon. Damiani gets his signal. Giuseppe in scoring position over at third. Almost hits him there again. And I'm going to have to bite my own words here. Chad Falcon now 3-1 in the count. This would be his first walk of the season. Could it come now and bring up the captain, Bryce Mortellaro? The 3-1 is hit towards first, third, and oh, and it will just go foul there. Looked right on the line there. And it'll now be a full count for Falcon. Giuseppe now has to head back over towards third. Thought that one was going to drop for a second. Lost my words there. Was so excited. And now we'll see the payoff pitch here for Damiani, who has been so dominant this PGCBL season. No earned runs. Runner on third in our Curry. Can Chad get it done here? 3-2. Damiani sets and fires the payoff pitch. Outside there. Chad Falcon in a clutch situation draws his first walk of the season in at-bat almost number 30 now. So in an incredibly unlikely event, Chad Falcon walks after almost getting the winning run scored in for our Curry. But now runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Bryce Mortellaro, the captain. He's been waiting for this moment. The 2-year veteran now. First time was in 2021, didn't play in 2022 with a season-ending injury. Also, Falcon and Hetherington switching places over at first and third. Hetherington will now pinch run for Falcon, and that will end his day 1 of 3 with a walk. So, good job there, Falcon. But now, no more about Falcon. It's all about what Mortellaro is cooking here. So far on the day, 1 of 1 with 2 hit by pitches. Hetherington goes, and they'll let him go, as our Curry would be the winning run over at third. So, great job there by Skip. Now runners in prime scoring positions over at second and third in Hetherington and our Curry. 0-1 here to Mortellaro. Can Bryce get it done here? The captain outside there with that slider. 1-1 now here for Mortellaro. Mortellaro does draw a walk here. He'd bring up Victor Alonji up next, 1 of 3 on the day with an extra base hit. Wouldn't be a bad guy to have up either, however. Bryce 1 of 1 on the day and is coming off a hot streak. Outside with that fastball, 2-1 now for Damiani. Looked a little rough these past couple batters for Damiani. Not seeing that dominance that we've once seen before. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Mortellaro up at bat. Crowd still getting fired up here in a tight situation. That one shot towards first base, and that one will not end it. That one will hit off the netting here, thankfully. 2-2 now. Thought that was the end-all be-all there. And Bryce given a second chance at life here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners over on second and third in Hetherington and our Curry. That would open up the floodgates here. Tie ball game 3-3. First run scored in as Rashad Robinson coming in for Adam Agresti. 2-2. Swings through that one. Unfortunate there for Mortellaro. That's his first time striking out on the day. Now 1 of 2. Still with 2 hit by pitches. However, Muckdogs don't walk away empty. Score now 3-3. As we move into the final inning of baseball here, very reminiscent of what we saw last time against the Power. The game did finish here today and started on Tuesday. If you guys don't remember, that one started off 4-4 heading into the bottom of the 8th, now 3-3, or bottom of the 9th, now heading 3-3 into the top of the 9th. And last time, Power did score in that final inning. Then, Muckdogs had a runner on third. And the game would not be continued until here today at 6:30 when Caleb Rodriguez got the first hit Then followed up by Rashad Robinson hit. Then a flyout by Leadham. And then the game-winning hit by Lucas Lopez to take the 6-5 ball game against the Power. So, can Batavia get it done in the 9th inning once again? You'll see that here shortly. Henshaw will end this one as of now for the Muckdogs. This one we'll start off with Vincent Moreau, 1 of 3 on the day. Then Billy Morris, 0 of 2 on the day. Then Steve Merkel, 1 of 3 on the day with a base hit. So, Henshaw faced with the heart of the lineup here with 4, 5, and 6. We'll see what he can do here. I guess I'll use this time to do some promos here for our beloved Muckdogs. Tomorrow we are away against Niagara. Then we're home here for Canada Day. July 1st there will be fireworks. Also fireworks on July 3rd. Both those games non-league games. As we'll start this one off with Vincent Moreau in the final potential inning here at Dwyer Stadium. Time now 9:52. First pitch. Outside there for ball number 1 for Henshaw. That was just his 3rd pitch of the game. Next one. Shoots that one right back up the middle for the first base hit here for the Power. So no, Henshaw could be in a pickle. Looks like he'll stay out here. Looks like no one from the bullpen is coming up. And now Vincent Moreau moves to 2-2 on the day with 2 normal base hits. Also, Moreau needed those hits as he has been pretty awful over at first today. Does not field well. Surprised they didn't put him in the extra hitter position instead of someone like Fairbrother or Steve Merkel. And that will end Henshaw's day here. We'll see a new pitcher for this top of the ninth for the Muckdogs in Garrett Beaver. Beaver last time did save the game against Newark at Newark. Hopefully can do the same here. Also did get him and Beving confused here earlier, but now I know which one's which, and I did beforehand. So we'll see what the man out of Salisbury University can do here. So far on season, 2-0 with a save, 1.35 ERA in 6 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and just 5 hits here for the sidearm man himself. Bit of a submarine or sub pitcher, if you want to call him that. Only run against him did come in that Niagara game. And that was where he was credited with the win as well. See if he can create that same incredible pitching here now against the Power once again. The last time he pitched was 2 days ago in that bottom of the 9th. Last time Beaver was out. Did close the inning on a flyout to Moreau, who just got on base. And he'll see Steve Merkel for the first time here today. But before that, Billy Morris in his first time we're seeing him so far in these past few days. So far, 0 of 2 with a walk. But of Beaver, let's head over to the Muckdogs' future schedule. Friday will be away tomorrow against Niagara for game number 6 on the season. Then followed it up with Batavia hosting July 1st for Canada Day. There will be fireworks. Then we're away against Elmira July 2nd. Then we're back here Monday, July 3rd for the 4th of July celebration with fireworks. Then on the 4th, we're away against Niagara for game number 7. Beaver in his first at bat. Bunt attempt will dribble foul there. So we'll see the 0-1 count start here for Beaver. And Henshaw didn't even get through 5 pitches. Wow. See what Beaver can do here now in the 0-1 here for the designated hitter today. Sorry, third baseman and Billy Morris. Billy done a way better job than Moreau over at third today. Beaver with a runner at first. Bunt attempt is foul once again. Not some great bunts here for Billy so far. 0-2 now, so that pretty much takes the bunt out of the equation, and we'll see if Beaver can now get it done himself. Double play would be crucial here. Also wouldn't mind a strikeout. Beaver does shoot that one towards the third base line. Runner does go as well. Interesting call there. And we'll see another pitch here, 0-2 for Beaver. Fourth pitch of this at-bat. Beaver becoming one of the closers for this Muckdogs team recently. Our main closers usually are Pedraza or Bacon. Next pitch. Almost hits him there. Has to get out of the way for that one. 3-1 now. Sorry. 1-2 now for Morris. Crazy game here so far. Once again, this one coming down to the wire, like most of the Muckdogs games we have. 1-2 again. Shoots that one towards the Muckdogs bullpen. That one will land in there as well. So, another 1-2 count here for Billy, who is fighting to stay in this one. So far, no outs through the first 2 batters, or the second batter still up right now. 1-2 is the count still. Vincent Moreau still over at first. Beaver. Ooh. Shocking, no strike 3 call there. Looks like it wasn't even on the corner. So 2-2 now. Umps once again want to make this into a nice fun ball game for whatever reason. Some ridiculous calls here. Runner goes. That one popped foul. He'll have to come on back. Calabro does get under that one for the first out. So the ump's not controlling this one enough, as Billy Morris will fly out for the first out of the top of the 9th. However, Beaver's pitch count goes up for no reason. Ridiculous job by the ump behind the plate. It's been rough on both sides, got to be honest. But now we'll see Steve Merkel. Runner goes. And that one. Once again, insane call by the umps. Looked like Moreau was caught stealing over at second, but they'll say he's safe. What is going on here? 1-0 now for Merkel. Now the winning run over at second. That one in there for strike number 1. Crowd likes that call. They even beat the woo. 1-1 now for Beaver to Merkel. Beaver looks over at second. Swings through that one. You'll hear the woo here shortly from the fans. Now Beaver in the 1-2 can get out number 2 here. Beaver looks over at second. The windup and the pitch. Just down below there. 2-2 now. Don't know why the crowd wooed on that one. You'll see pitch number 10 here for Beaver shortly. Still $2 beer night here in Batavia. And that one strikes him out there. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Merkel. His 3rd strikeout of the game. Unfortunately, didn't choose him to be the K-man. But he will be sat down for the final time here today. And that will bring up, was the K-man. Unfortunately, has 1 strikeout here in this one. Nick DiCarlo. So pitch 10 there, a strikeout for Beaver. Not letting the umps control this one. We'll see if Nick can be the savior here for the Power or be the final out and bring up the Muckdogs, hopefully for the last time. Runner still over at second. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. That one shot shallow towards Alonji. Alonji to Bacon. Does end the top of the ninth. Incredible play there by Alonji, grounding that one. Not getting any more errors on the day for him. And now Alonji will bat next. Stay tuned. Potentially the final half inning here of baseball will start with Vic Alonji if the Muckdogs can walk off back-to-back games here today against Niagara. Hopefully everyone at home is having a wonderful time watching this thriller. All 56 of you, that is. And Victor Alonji will start off this bottom of the ninth after making the incredible play over at third. Also, Damiani will pitch the next inning as well. First one in there for strike one. They'll say he goes through on that bunt attempt there. So 0-1 to start this one. Now creeping up on 40 pitches for Damiani. Next pitch is swung through there. They'll say that was foul tipped. And we'll see the 0-2 now for Alonji. Fast at bat here now to start off this bottom of the ninth, where the Muckdogs could walk it off in a 3-3 ball game. Or we could potentially see extra innings for the first time. Next pitch outside there on that fastball. 1-2 now for the man out of GCC and Greece, New York. Very local guy here to the area. Not too far away from Dwyer Stadium here in Batavia, New York. Damiani sets and fires. The 1-2 popped up towards right field. Will that land in the right fielder's hands? It will, and Jackson Strong will be credited with the first out. Now heading down to the bottom of this Muckdogs hitting in Trey Bacon. 0-2 on the day with a walk in that fifth inning. And hopefully, as clutch as he's been up at the mound, hopefully can be clutch up at bat now. Can Trey get it done here? First pitch, way outside there for ball number one. That one was nowhere near the strike zone. Now over 40 pitches here for Damiani. The 1-0. Outside again. Not sure what's going on with his control now. Maybe getting a little tired here. Crowd heckling Damiani now. Bacon now in the 2-0. A walk would not be terrible here. Next pitch. Swings through that one. Got the strike that heckling fan wanted there. 1-2 now. Sorry, 2-1. To Trey. And we are now over the 10 o'clock mark. This may be the latest game we've seen here for the Muckdogs this season. Damiani with no one on base. Got the first guy out in Alonji. Sets and fires the 2-1. Inside there for strike number 2. Crowd hates that call. And I do as well. Not sure what the ump saw on that one. Maybe hit the inside edge there. I didn't think so. Some interesting calls here. That's all I got to say. I've done my fair share of critiquing 2-2. Way up on that curveball. Full count here for Trey Bacon. Can Trey get it done as he has done so much this 2023 PGCBL season already for the Muckdogs? Damiani. Payoff pitch is swung through. Second strikeout of the day, unfortunately, for Trey Bacon. 1-2-3. See you later, Trey. May see him now come in as a pitcher. And this one will bring up Josh Leadham with 2 outs here now in the bottom of the 9th. Can he be the one to start this rally for the Muckdogs? Sets and fires. That one hits him there. They'll say that he doesn't hit him, and he was being dramatic. I'm just kidding. Just ducked out of the way of that one. 1-0 here for Leadham. Now heading around the 50 pitch range for Damiani. 1-0 is upstairs there for ball number 2. Crowd getting fired up here for the leadoff man in Josh Leadham so far on the day. 1 of 4. Next pitch is ripped towards left field. That one will drop in front of the third baseman. He can't Willie Mays it, and he's going to run too. Can he slide in time? He sure can. And Leadham is the winning run now over at second with 2 outs remaining. First extra base hit here for Leadham. Now 2 of 5 on the day. Can Calabro walk it off here? Just like the song says, his time is up and his time is now. John Cena theme song, if you guys are not familiar with it, at home. And now Damiani faces what could be the winning at-bat here. Can Calabro do as Lucas Lopez did and walk off this ball game? It all comes down to this. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Damiani pitching another inning here. Did start off in that 7th and has gone almost 3. Leadham, one of the fastest guys on this team, over at second as the winning run. Can we walk off back-to-back games? First pitch outside there for ball number 1. And the crowd getting fired up here as Damiani is now reaching towards that 50 pitch mark. And the manager may come out and talk to Damiani first. This win would bring the Muckdogs to now 7 on the season, which would be incredible. We'll say that talk's going to go on for longer than we thought. Hopefully, all 58 of you at home are having a wonderful time. Time now 10:10 here. Probably you're winding down your Thursday nights now at home. And we are away tomorrow against Niagara. Time for that game will be 6:35. As always. Then Saturday, we're here against Queen City for a non-league game, July 1st, celebrating Canada Day. Then Sunday, July 2nd, we're away against Elmira. Last time, crushed them 9-2. Then Monday, we're here for another non-league game against Erie Buffalo, celebrating the 4th of July. Then Tuesday, we're away against Niagara again. Wednesday, we're home against Jamestown. Thursday, away against Geneva. Then Friday will be another non-league game against the Syracuse Saltcats. But enough of that. We're back for the 1-0 here for Calabro. after that manager talk up at the mound. Damiani to Calabro. It could all end here. Can Calabro do it? With being 1-4 on the day. That one swung through there. 1-1 now for Calabro. About to see the 50th pitch here shortly. Sorry, 1 of 3 on the day with a hit by pitch as well. Now leads the team in that category. Not something you want to lead in necessarily. 1-1. Down in the dirt there. That one almost got away from Rodriguez behind the plate and could have been wild pitch number 2. Now 2-1 here for Calabro. And like I always say, this one is coming down to the wire. Homage Kanye. Calabro just committed to UCF to play D1 ball there. Can he show why he belongs at such a high level? 2-1. Shot back foul there. Just got the edge of that one. And now 2-2 here to Calabro. 1 strike would bring up extra innings for the first time for the Muckdogs this season. Or can Calabro be the hero here and walk it off? Damiani. Lead him over at second. The winning run. Damiani sets and fires. That one down in the dirt. Now we're in scary territory. This next pitch determines a lot. A hit brings home Leadham. A walk will bring up Agresti. And of course, a strike would end Calabro's time and bring up the 10th inning. Damiani sets and fires the payoff pitch. Fouled back there. And this at-bat will continue once again with another payoff pitch coming shortly. Crowd getting fired up here for the Muckdogs. This could determine everything once again. Time now 10:13. Will that be the end time for this ball game? It all comes down to Calabro. Damiani sets and fires. That one swung through there, unfortunately. And Muckdogs will see extra innings for the first time this season. Surprising to see here. It was bound to happen eventually. So at the end of, I guess, regulation, score now 3-3. Stay tuned for extra innings. How it works is there will be a runner on second. Garrett Beaver will pitch that inning. And after 10, if it's still a tie, that will be the end of the ball game. So stay tuned. We still have another full inning. Welcome back for officially the final inning of baseball here. After this inning, if the game is tied, it will end no matter what. And unfortunately, my scorecard doesn't go up to 10 innings. So I'm left here with not much to work with. First pitch. Bunt attempt there is popped up by Andrew Fairbrother. So we'll see the 0-1 count for him shortly. I'll just count in the ninth and just say extra innings. Now pitch number 11 for Beaver. Next one in there for strike number 2. Bunt doesn't get down from Fairbrother. And now this could be a very crucial first out here if this bug does not leave me alone. That's what I get for having the light up here. Beaver looks over at second. Also, extra innings do have a runner on second. That one upstairs there for ball number 1. 2-1 now here for Beaver and Fairbrother. Third pitcher here for the Muckdogs. Sorry, fourth. Just seeing 3 from the Power. Beaver could strike out the first batter here. Fires. That one ripped towards Giuseppe. And he steps on the base for out number 2. Incredible play there by Giuseppe in the field to get the back-to-back outs there. And the runner on second won't even matter now. Now just 1 out remaining here for the Power through just one batter. Giuseppe, incredible recognition there to get that one down. And now we're just down to 1 out here before going into the final half inning in this ball game. And the Muckdogs will have an opportunity with a runner on second as well to take this one. That one's in there for strike number 1 to Galinsky. Galinsky on the day, 0 of 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Both flyouts to Trey Bacon. Next pitch. Down below there for strike number 2 as well. Beaver lighting it up here now. Well, might not even reach the 20 pitch count. Can he strike out Galinsky here? Sorry, it's actually Rodriguez, but forgot Galinsky did go out of this one in that 4th inning. So Jason Rodriguez, 0 of 2 on the day with a flyout to Trey and a K. Could see 2 Ks here. Beaver, 1 and 2 now. Calls time. And this could potentially be the final batter for the Muckdogs here. 1 and 2. Fouled off there. We'll see another 1 and 2 here shortly for Rodriguez, who stays in this one. After this, it would be the Muckdogs hitting next. Beaver almost hits him there. They'll say 2-2. Call that one foul, actually. They'll say 1 and 2. Once again, Rodriguez thought he was hit there. Says otherwise, thankfully. And we'll see another 1-2 once again. And it looks like Beaver may end up hitting that 20 pitch count, as this is number 19 here. Beaver sets and fires. That one shot back there, almost hit Bryce's face mask there. And we'll see once again another 1-2. Rodriguez fighting here in this one. Time now 10:20. I started this broadcast almost 4 hours ago. The 1-2. Swings through that one. 1, 2, 3. See you later. I might be on for a while, but the energy will never go away. Garrett Beaver could have potentially just got the last batter out there with that K. Also, that was his 20th pitch. Incredible job there by Beaver. And now, officially, the final half inning of baseball here in the bottom of the 10th coming shortly. The Muckdogs have another opportunity to walk off this ball game now in the 10th inning, starting with Adam Agresti after the strikeout from Calabro. That made him 1 of 4 on the day with a hit by pitch. It looks like Damiani may stay out there. And he will not. Looks like number 40. Connor Bowman, if I am correct there. Bowman, surprised they brought him into this one. 8.43 ERA on the season in his 5 1/3 innings pitched. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 6 hits. So, surprised they're not keeping Damiani out there, who went 50 total pitches in this one. So, I guess that does make sense. Also, in left field will be Miles Pallister, not Nick DiCarlo. Also, Andrew Fairbrother will move over to third. No longer Billy Morris. Shocking to see that. He had a good job over at third. Way better than Moreau, who stays over at first. It looks like Calabro will be the pinch runner here for the Muckdogs. And the crowd getting fired up here for the Muckdogs for this final half inning against Connor Bowman. Both his games against Jamestown, they lost both of those. 2 earned runs in that first one where he pitched 4 2/3 innings. And 3 earned runs in the 2/3 innings he pitched that next time against Jamestown. So, Connor Bowman not looking too great coming into this one, however, can make up for it here with Rashad Robinson up first. They did take out Adam Agresti to get that run number 3 in the bottom of the 8th. And Calabro is the winning run for the Muckdogs over at second. Can Rashad Robinson get it done here in such a crucial time in this ball game? So far on the day, does have a hit, if you don't remember, 4 hours ago when we played that first game against the Power and won that one 6-5. Rashad Robinson was a crucial part of getting Kalo Rodriguez the winning run over to third. Rashad, first time he's up and first batter for Bowman here. Now 0-1. So Bowman not off to a bad start. However, Rashad Robinson could walk it off here and proves why he deserves to be back up at the D1 level. Did used to play at the University of Memphis. Tried to go the JUCO route and head over to Bishop State. Bunt attempt, we'll say, ball there. So 1-1 now for Rashad. Just 2 pitches into this at-bat. Calabro still the winning run at second. This ball game with a hit can end successfully for the Muckdogs as the pitcher will step off the mound there. Rodriguez and Bowman will go have a talk real quick. Still a thriller here to the very end of this ball game. Muckdogs start this one off 2-0 strong. Then in that 4th inning, Niagara tied it all up 4-4 apiece. Then Niagara in that, I believe it was the 8th inning, scored the 3rd run. Then the Muckdogs in that same inning followed up with a run of their own. So they've been going back and forth this entire time. Bunt shown by Robinson again. Bowman sets and fires. They'll say ball number 2 for Robinson. And Bowman now down in the count. It looks like Mucky J, or Johnny Muckdog, is holding up the chair there, may have had too many $2 beers, along with Chicken Nick. Next pitch. They'll say he goes through there. Now 2-2 for Robinson. Now we'll see pitch number 5 here for Bowman shortly. Robinson now has to go for the winning hit. Can Rashad get it done here? One of the best athletes on this team. 2-2. Swung through there. And they'll say he is struck out. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Rashad. Now down to just 2 outs here. And this would be probably the greatest start for any Muck Dog, as Christian Bernardini has the opportunity to walk off this ball game with a hit. Can Christian do it here? Most likely will show bunt as he did last time. We'll see if that remains true here. Bowman. So far, it looks good through 5 pitches. Sets, and we'll check over at second there. A crowd who probably wants to go home. Not a fan of that one. A very fired up $2 beer Muckdog crowd is down in the dirt there. And Calabro will slide into third. That one gets away. Calabro's going to win the game on a pit. They'll say Calabro walks it off. Calabro walks it off after the wild pitch by Bowman. Bowman has to feel like the worst person in the world right now, as he just lost the game for the Power. But I don't care. Batavia wins. You heard it right, folks. Batavia wins the ball game once again on the second wild pitch walk-off on the season. First one coming from Leadham against Geneva. This one coming against the Power. Second walk-off I have called today. What a day for me at the booth. So, I guess that check pitch by Bowman was no use, as the Muckdogs win it here 4-3. We move to a 7-game win streak here. And Bernardini, unfortunately, doesn't get to walk this one off, but I think he'll be content with the Muckdogs win. Now, Batavia on the season moves to 15-7 and will remain on top of the West Division. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 6:35, as this game went almost, or the last few games have gone almost 4 hours for this Muckdogs broadcast. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching at home, as this one came down to the wire. And now I'll end this broadcast off here with the Muckdogs win at the end of 10. The Muckdogs 4, Niagara 3, and we'll see them tomorrow for game number 7 on this series. So far, all tied up 3-3. And we'll see you tomorrow in Niagara. For me, I'm your broadcaster, as always, Alec Brown.